The dark sun rises over the circle. An ancient Kreen monument. It has stood here since who can say when. Only the moons. And they ain't talking. Out beyond the ringing mountains in the depths of the hinterlands, surrounded by the ruins of a civilization that looks as if it were once Kreen in nature. You have been witness to a mighty battle between Kreen forces. On the one hand, led by Chik, a tall Kreen from the Great Kreen Empire. On the other, Bokum, the psionicist of the Order, masquerading as an Evangian. You are victorious. Your Kreen allies won the day, and you slew Bokum, but not before he had felled Chik. And then, miracle of miracles, Constantine reached his spirit into the grey and drew back the tall Kreen, restoring Chik to life. Now, as the sun rises over the circle, the immense, crater-like Kreen burial ground, you ponder what must lie ahead for you now. The last miles to the Dragon's Crown Mountains. Dusting off the weariness of the battle, checking your equipment, you prepare for those very last miles yourself. Around you, the Kreen, as I mentioned at the end of last session, have begun to return to something of their normal order. Pack mind taking over. Groups that were previously warring and at each other's throats, collaborating, joining together. Chik has been in meditation at the side of the circle for most of the morning. And only when some unseen urge tells the tall Kreen that you are ready, does she stand and scuttling back over toward where your group is readying itself for the departure. Sanak, the Tari, whom you encountered in the Urukite camp, is of course with you, having come out of hiding now that the battle is over. And he reminds you of the promise that he made. So, like I said, if there's need of it, I'll see you through the Dragon's Maw to the Dragon's Crown Mountains. Some fearsome and dangerous roads there are there in that area. The ravines are choked with brambles, and it takes someone with a bit of an awareness, with the smarts about him, to show you the way through. I'm the rat to do the job. I keep my end of the bargain, he says, casting a slightly stern, ratty eye over your group. Chik gives a couple of clicking whistles, and a few of the Kreen rush off at her bidding. Those of you who speak Kreen, largely just you, Tik, understand the words to have been, fetch the items. So, you are prepared for the final leg of your journey, Chik says. Into the Dragon's Crown.
We are.
Would that my path took me with you. But I am done with these lands. I am done with order. I return now to the Crimson Savannah to send word of what I have learned here. What I have learned of the hinterlands and the tablelands. We will see how those who sent me respond. But for you, I give what aid I can. And you can see now from one of the nearby domed buildings a group of the Kreen, the ones he sent off to fetch the items, have now returned. They're carrying with them a variety of trinkets and arms and what have you. Matthias. Taxtic looms over you and proffers you a ring. This was Bokum's. I give it to you, that your steps may carry you wherever you need. And she hands you a fine silver ring set with sapphires. The item card is in the chat right now.
Oh, I'm going to look. I bow my head to her. Thank you.
She's holding another ring in one of her other arms, which she turns and hands to you, Bengal Bengal. This was mine. I wore it in battle. Now, it is yours.
Thank you very much.
It's a fine gold ring with a nugget of gold, quite literally set into a pair of hands atop it.
Damn, bro. That's some good play.
The item card, again, is in the chat for you.
Yes.
Constantine.
I'll bow.
I struggle to find a gift worthy of the gift you have given to me. Your command of the cosmos and the elements is beyond reproach. So, these I give you to lend strength to your arm. And from one of the Kreen, she offers you a dark quiver set with 12 arrows. She pulls one out, and see the tip is reddish metal. This is a cinnabar alloy known as red steel. It strikes through, pierces armor. In game terms, they're +3 arrows to hit and damage. While even a single arrow remains in your possession, from time to time, sorcery will fail against you. So as long as you have one in your quiver, you get 5% magic resistance.
Question, does that compound already on top of would I add with what I naturally get for certain elements?
Yes, it stacks, yes.
Nice.
How many of these arrows am I getting?
12. Portek.
William.
You likewise are powerful in the elements. This I give you to increase that strength. And now Chakchik hands you an amulet with a dark lump of obsidian upon it, unfinished black glass. 3 times a day, you may forge a connection to your plane. That strengthens your incantations. In game terms, that gives you an automatic power conjunction. That's 3 a day, yes. And I'll have to give you an item card for that because I fucking ran out of time. Tick, tick. From her side, she unlimbers. At first, you think it's a chalkacha, but you have they don't count as armor. Lucan, no. You've never seen one this damn big. It's a kyorkacha, the weapon of the Torkreen.
I take it.
Okay, and there's the card. You will find it a useful weapon. Many have fallen to me. This
Thank you, great Torquil.
And of course, Ra cannot see what is balanced across Chak's Chick's upper limbs,
Short sword.
but the rest of you can. It must have started out as a Lotulis, as a Githka, but it has since been modified into the form of a Lotulis.
Yes.
Chak's Chick leans forward and with her lower arms takes hold of yours, Ra, and lifts them and then places the weapon into your grasp. This is Bloodletter. The design of the Lotulis was taken from the Githka. So, I have fashioned a Lotulis from my Githka for you. Infused it with psionic energies. It will know who you want to kill. And again, the stat card is there for you.
I run my hands over it, feeling it, and her bottom lip starts going a little bit, and you just see the bandage across her eyes start to get darker as it gets wet from like little tears as you kind of streak underneath. I immediately take it in one hand and then try and hug the person.
Okay, Chak's Chick responds with all of her arms, and you enjoy a very enthusiastic Kreen embrace.
Oh.
Use these
so
well
much.
against the Order. No, thank you. You brought victory and life.
I immediately stop playing with it.
It's well balanced, beautifully made, smooth dark wood. Well, you can see it in the picture on the item card. And as you move it back and forth, spinning it left and right, you feel a sense of approval emanate out of the weapon.
Nice.
It likes what you're doing.
Oh.
Wood.
Okay. Stat wise, I've updated your sheet already for the ring, Lucan. I will drop Bloodletter onto your sheet in just a second, Panda. At any rate, Chak's Chick takes a steps back and bows low to all of you.
Bow back.
I wish to show something of my gratitude for allowing you to go alone into the Dragon's Crown Mountains. I had thought to lead a horde of Kreen against Dasarachis. I was wrong. But your path remains the same. Go now, with the blessings of the moons. The tall Kreen nods once more, and head bowed in thought, heads back into the domed building that she's been calling home. She said she's returning to the Crimson Savannah. You don't know how long it'll take her to prepare for the departure. But you have a departure of your own to prepare for. Sanak has said he will take you through the hidden byways of the Dragon's Crown Mountains. But if there's any preparations that you guys need to make, now is your chance to do it. Your destination is not far off. In fact, you can even glimpse them on the northern horizon, a blur against the north, beckoning you in that direction.
Vortek briefly goes to Constantine and pulls him aside. Tin, can I make a brief use of your...
I'm going to mute myself momentarily, by the way, while my dog just yells in the background.
Okay. Can I make use briefly of your ring? The ring that protects you from falling.
Yeah, well, why exactly?
I need... I've gotten some information from our green friend, that the damage I sustained from the undead, remember, in the Black Sand Fortress,
Yeah, I'm aware.
is actually fairly easily healed through psionic means, and should be healable by the scholars of the School of Thought in Tyr. So I intend to teleport there, arrange for that, and come back.
Okay. The ring stops you from falling. You are aware that's all it does.
I know, but the spell that I know is not so precise, and you can either end up in the ground, which is not necessarily a problem for me, but it can also end up in the air, which would be a problem for me. But with the ring, that wouldn't be such a big problem.
Very well. He takes off the ring, and before he puts it in his hand, he goes, "How about you don't lose this one?"
That is fair. Thank you.
I'll drop it into your hands and just start shifting my new quiver. Something you might notice is I look as strong as I did when you first met me. So I've lost all the side effects of my age penalties.
Okay.
So my constitution and strength has returned. I'm just going to walk away from you, just shaking my head a little. I'll walk towards the other. He's going to go do something. Let's hope he doesn't kill himself again.
I'm sure he's
So-
a bit more wiser of this time.
Okay, Ra, you should have blood letter on the sheet now. Let me know if anything looks like it's missing.
Mark,
Like if it looks to be weaker than, it should be 1 point better than. I can't even remember what his name was. The one I melted. So-
Heartbreaker.
oh yeah, that's right.
Sniff.
Mark.
Yeah.
So the Kyorkja has a rate of fire of 2 per round.
Yeah.
How does that work? I mean, obviously there's
Okay.
only one Kyorkja, right? So does it have the same rate of fire as a Chakcha? And could I throw them in? Could I include it in a barrage?
In a Chakacha spray.
Yeah.
Let me just have a look. Kyokacha. Yeah, 2 Chakacha. 2. Yes. Yeah, you can drop it interchangeably in a in one of your Chakacha sprays. Yes.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Dwarf, to answer your question, yeah, there's no card for temporary items. So +3 to hit and damage when you shoot them, and as long as you still have one remaining, you've got a 5% magic resistance. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Before Chuck's chick wanders off, I was hoping to talk to her in private.
Yeah, sure. Well, you can find her in her chamber, busy gathering together pouches of belongings, some old potion fruit, a small collection of her own docile Chakachas. She stops and turns to face you as you enter. Yes, tick.
I wish to thank you once again for the great gift of your Dassel.
You showed that you are true tick. A weapon such as this is deserved.
I have one other request. That you show me the way to Torkreen lands, so that one day I may come and visit them.
There is a great barrier between the hinterlands and the Crimson Savannah. For a psionicist of my caliber, passing it is a trivial feat. You would perish in the attempt.
Is there any way for me to see these lands?
Learn to fly.
Fly? How?
She cocks her head. You are a great hero. You will find a way.
Do you have a map to point the way once wings are mine?
Her head turns, and one of her arms simply points toward the west.
Okay.
And her antennas cross in a smile.
Then I hope I will see you again one day.
I hope not. For your sake.
Why?
I was sent here with a mission. Tick-tick. To assess the creatures that lie beyond the great barrier. My assessment is not favorable. There is heroism here, yes, yourself and your companions. But many are they who are blights upon the world. Your kings, your queens, the mind benders. A time is coming when they will be washed away.
Which is why I wish to seek my people.
And seek them. And perhaps the moons will smile upon our next meeting.
Thank you.
She nods once and returns to her business.
I take my leave.
Okay. Okay, now, wait. While I was doing Bloodletter, I heard some crazy fucking talk about teleporting to Tyr. Okay, now, wait. While I was doing Bloodletter,
Okay.
some crazy fucking talk about teleporting to
Shouldn't
Tyr.
take too long. Portek intends to teleport to his estate, which he's familiar with, and then go to the School of Thought.
In the Golden City.
Mhm.
He has access to that?
Well, through our party member Kirodias, I'm sure we can get access to the.
He's a member of the school?
No. But
It's
he
not
has,
it's not a shop. He's a member of the school?
if you can pay, they might be able to.
Okay, which specific power are you looking for?
The one that we discussed beforehand to actually reverse the debilitating effect on him.
Psychic chirurgery, I believe it was.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, psychic surgery. Okay. All right.
Psychic stick blender.
Yes.
Before I leave, I familiarize myself properly with the place that I'm here, so I can actually return easily as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm just running a quick check on. Okay, who's that? Who's got that? Okay, that's an evil dude. You don't want to meet him. Oh, that's an order agent. You don't want to meet him. That's another order agent. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Right. Okay. And one last thing I need to check for you here. Okay. And one last thing I need to check for you here. Oh, it's psychic restoration. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, it's psychic restoration. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, you're familiarizing yourself with the surrounds of the circle. Tick Tick is chatting to Chak's chick. Ra is crying over her new toy. Is there anything from Bingle Bangle, Matthias, or
Sorting out these other magical items that we picked up.
Before Portek goes off on another one of his mad expeditions?
I'm just watching Ra cry. Like, yeah, this is fine.
I'm
like, okay, like reaching out with like a giant XL-sized tissue. Like, it's fine.
It's a bed sheet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna approach Ra and say, I know you're excited, but could you hold your sword up for me?
I extend out the brand of Nicholas.
So I will look in its reflection, and in front of you all, just run my hands down my head. You'll see a little bit of hair start to appear, and then just stops, then starts running it over his face. The scar over his eye is just completely being removed, along with the crow's, the webbed creases, wrinkles on his face. His beard actually comes back to a full brownish black, no gray to be seen, and just I like this better. Thank you, Ra. And with the exception of anybody who could see except for Ra, he just kind of just walks away and just pulls up his hood.
Oh, I should use the sword then?
No.
At hearing that, I'd be like, no, I needed a mirror, and I don't have anything on me large enough to have seen my face.
Oh.
I pull out a mirror out of my backpack.
I was unaware you had that, but I was aware she had a sword.
I put it back.
He uses it every morning. I mean, every morning. Haven't you
Well,
noticed?
when I get up,
Yeah,
Matthias
have
isn't
you
the
not
first
seen
thing I
his
look
daily
at.
routine?
How else do I do my makeup?
Yeah, man.
So first thing everybody does when they wake up is look at Matthias.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
He's fucking gorgeous, man.
I don't. Just looks like a meat bag to me.
Look at those toshes. They're so swirly.
Just for sake
Okay.
of letting you guys know, if you do check his visage, you won't detect any magic. So
I don't check your.
no, but Portek's sitting right up there, so I'm just making it easy.
Okay, so Portek. Speaking of Portek,
Sorry.
let's hear it, Carl.
Yeah. So that's. I've informed my party what I'm going to do. Yeah.
We all shake our heads in disbelief and just.
Will you come back as this
What?
time, a lich?
What? But yes. Okay.
I need to address this wound. It's a serious impediment on my being. I've been trying to figure out a way to do it, but the way through magic is very, very difficult. But it turns out that the psionic powers are much more accessible in resolving the issue. So
Fair enough. You do you, man.
and we do have somebody who is a regular attendant and a member of the school in our group. So I'm going to see whether I can get an introduction through her and get it sorted. I'll be back in a jiffy. If I'm not, there's something wrong, and you guys should go without me.
Okay.
And he proceeds to slowly gather the energy to cast a teleport spell to his estate.
Your estate. Okay.
Count
Give me the roll,
spell.
please.
Just 1d100, right?
D percentage, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Give him a hug before he goes.
Oh shit.
That's good.
Has he
That's
messed
good.
up? Has
That's
he messed
8.
up?
0.8. That should be. I think that's okay. I think it only happens when you
Yeah,
roll too high.
it's familiar. It's about familiarity, and he's very familiar to where he's going.
Yeah.
So I think the chance that you go wrong, either high or low, is 2%. But I have a way of undercutting that either way to not.
Yeah, very
Too
familiar.
troubled.
2% on target. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just. And you land with a soft at the desired spot in your estate. It's late morning. Noon is on its way. This direction east. Some of your guards are a little surprised at your sudden appearance. Autonomous? One of the dwarf warriors says.
As you were. Everything all right here?
Tia, unsettled. The psychic disturbance makes life worse for everyone.
Right. Can we send out a runner, please, to Kirodias? I have a message to be delivered.
Right. Just for game purposes, don't forget you're not using under the character tree system. You're not allowed to swap back and forth between characters. So, what is your plan for Kirodias here?
Just for her to give me the introduction, so actually I can show up at the gate with an introduction.
Okay. Kirodias is able to make the introduction for you. Your runner goes. Word comes back from her caravanserai shortly. And although she doesn't put in an appearance herself, she does send a letter of introduction to Saisia Strimman, the headmistress at the school. Okay, just to let you know, that takes half an hour. Okay, to get the runner to her and back. For the rest of you, by the way, do you have a set amount of time that you're willing to wait?
What is a jiffy? Tick asks.
Could be anything between like an hour to a few hours. I don't know.
Yeah, if a jiffy is longer than a day, then it's not a jiffy.
This is a very strange unit of time.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before either, but there you go.
Okay, so Portek, with your letter of introduction then, you make your way into Tyr itself. As your guardsman has indeed told you, the city is somewhat unsettled. It's clear that the bite of the Sanatrix is being felt ever more deeply here, and there is tension on every street corner, Templar patrols at a higher level than you've seen anywhere before at all. And there is something of a small throng outside the Golden City, shouting, demanding, waving banners and designs with previously highly illegal writing on them, a small protest underway. But you're able to muscle your way through the crowd and come eventually to the gates to the Golden City, where a pair of half-giant guards and the quartet of Templars this time are in position. Your letter is sufficient, however, to get you through the gates into the Golden City, and before too long you are at the School of Thought itself. It takes about another 10 minutes, and overall you've been gone an hour now before you are seated in the cool waiting room of the headmistress, a servant, shall we say, fanning you with large fronds. Saisia Strimman, a tall ash-grey woman, soon joins you. Eyes flick over the letter. What can I do for you, Portek?
Well met. We encountered undead in one of our endeavors, and it afflicted me with a debilitation of the mind. I've been told that unlike regular healing, that psionics actually might able to set that straight.
Yes, our psychic restoration should be perfectly suitable to such a task. You have need of one of our telepaths, then.
I suppose.
You are a student at the school. I don't recall seeing you on any of our ledgers.
No, my introduction is the letter from Kirodias, who is a student at the school.
That gets you through the door, my friend. What happens when you're in here is another matter. So you're not a student. You haven't signed up for any courses at all since your arrival in here. And you wish one of our most skilled telepaths to tend to you. I'm going to charge you coin, or take a lot of coin, to give you what you want, and then make you go away.
Thank you.
Right? 20 gold, and I will have my attendant with you within the hour.
Portek takes out his purse and counts down 20 gold.
Okay. You have the satisfaction of seeing her eyebrows raise at your smooth dispersal of the funds. She nods, counts the money into her own pouch, stands.
Welcome to Tier.
With a curt nod, and leaves.
Welcome to Tier. Gold.
It is another hour of waiting before the telepath is with you. Ep.33, with an outrageously tall hat, with a swirl of obsidian all around the outside. He simply stares at you. Open your mind.
I open my mind.
And there is a surge of cooling energy. It is like immersing your head in a trough of water on a mountainside on a bright morning. You feel the sluicing dregs of Erthok's poisoning of your psyche evaporate and drain away. And your full, towering intellect is restored to its mightiest level as before. These witless dogs will rue the day they ever called you stupid. You! You feel much, much better.
What just happened?
Thank you.
You are welcome, the Terran says, and adjusts its hat slightly. Looks you up and down. Take a
close my
bath
mind.
over here.
This is a good plan.
May I offer you this very fine hat?
And he departs. So your intelligence goes back up to what, 25, was it?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah. 20, is it?
I believe so. Yeah. Something like that, yes.
Okay. I will leave you to make the adjustments that you...
Same as me, innit?
Likely.
Okay, so Portek, are you then returning to your companions?
Yes, that is what I'm going to do.
Okay. And you can give me another roll for that, please.
Yeah, I go back to my state first, though. I don't
Okay.
teleport from where I am standing.
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to roll.
Right. Yeah, let me see it.
Is he going to roll a 4?
Boom.
No, he's getting a carefully studied, but 65 is fine. So there's a whoosh of energy and a puff of displaced air and dust, and Portek is back with you at the circle just over 2 hours after his departure.
A jiffy. That's all it was.
I take off the ring and hand it back to Constantine. Thank you very much.
I kick a rock. Damn it.
I will extend my hand and take the ring back.
I hold out my hand and try to get everyone's gold from the bet that we made.
Is everybody ignoring you or what?
Obviously, we've got a load of other loot, guys.
This would work a lot better if Matthias wasn't the richest person in the party.
Yeah, true, yeah. I did post in chat. Is anyone opposed to me taking the Bockum's ring?
No.
You've got Bokum's ring. That was given to you as a gift.
It was a gift.
It was gifted to you. It was literally put in your.
The
No. Wait, I don't
Bockum's
think it
ring-
was actually. I think it was.
No, the previous the one that was listed as retrieved from Bokum's body. That is the ring that Shank's chick takes for
Oh, it's
herself.
not the
and gives to you.
regeneration ring.
No, that's a different one.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I
That's
think
the one
we
I was
all
after.
wanted that one.
Yeah, there's more than one. Yeah.
Okay. What's that ring called? Because I've got it down as Bockum's ring.
Also
he was
gold.
wearing 2 rings. Yeah,
Also
Bokum's
gold
other
Bokum's ring. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is anyone opposed to be taking that one?
Which one? The one of healing?
Regeneration, yeah. Matthias' vain and wants to live forever.
Yeah, actually, Constantine put in for that as well, because if he falls during battle, he can get up and start healing you all again. Yeah, actually,
Makes sense.
Something to be said for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. I'll take it off your dead corpse.
before you regenerate.
But
I would love nothing more for them to take it off my corpse, then be killed. He's still
Isn't it a turn 10 minutes though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's consensus, I'm happy to allow it.
Well, that's the case he's making to the group is if I fall, I can get back up and continue to keep all of you alive. Or in case one of us does fall, I'm the only person that can bring one of us back.
Yes.
In case one of us does fall, I'm the only person.
But I want to live forever. I want to.
So are
Both
you
very
guys-
good
are you-
arguments, strong
you're gonna have
arguments.
I think it should be a dance off, or you just roll
Yeah.
dice. But either way,
Come on.
please decide.
A dance off, is it a performance? I'm down for that.
I leave it in the group's hand. The group can choose.
Nah,
What
I'm if that makes sense, so I'm happy for that.
Why don't you guys, rock paper scissors for it?
Just roll
Yeah, or
like
just
like
roll for
normal
it, yeah.
bloody D&D players. For God's sake.
I'm
don't
a big
mind either.
lady. I take ring, give to myself. But no, I'm joking.
No, that's a cat lady. That's
Just
completely
holds it
different.
above everyone else's heads, like you can't get this.
I can jump 20 feet
that
up.
makes sense.
Yeah, except for you,
has it, so-
obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously,
Why I
duh.
eat it. I swallow it.
Okay, so Constantine
Wait 12
takes
hours.
Bokum's ring of regeneration.
Yes.
Yes. What else is there?
I put my hat in for the Arama's ring, which is a ring of protection.
Is it a really fancy hat?
It's a very it's a Tyrion fancy
Yes.
hat, of course. Yeah. Obviously.
What else did I put my hand in for? Bokum's ring and boots.
Yeah.
Boots.
Oh, the rope of climbing.
So let's decide, please, so we can move on with our lives.
Yeah.
So there's the boots
Yeah.
of obviously fast running,
I have no complaints. Go for it.
and there's the rope, whatever that was. I can't remember.
I have no complaints. Go for it.
And there's
The rope of getting up places super fast.
Yes.
Oh, we can do that
I'm-
later. It's fine.
I'm happy with just having blood letters, so everything else can just be.
Yeah, yeah, I'm easy.
I'm weirdly comfortable with my treasure.
I'm quite
Right,
happy.
well, I will allow you guys to decide then offline.
Out of curiosity, Mark, is it blood letter? Is it 5 hits, then 2 offhand, or is it 5 hits first turn and then second next?
What does it say? It says 5/2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 2 attacks the first round and then 3 attacks the next. Or were you
Okay.
attacking 3? Were you attacking 3 per round with Heartbreaker?
I think
think
I was
you were, weren't you?
attacking I think I was doing like 3 main.
You were attacking 5
2
million
offhand.
times.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was attacking a lot with Heartbreaker.
Right. So yeah,
Mhm.
put it at that. 3 main and then the offhand. Yeah.
Okay.
I was attacking a lot with Heartbreaker. Right. So yeah, put it at that. 3 main and then the offhand. Yeah. Okay. So back from tier, the items distributed as much as you see fit. Sarnak has been seated on one of the remnants of one of the broken down columns. So, you about done? We ready to go? You about done? I'm going to take that resounding chorus of approval as a yes.
I think so.
Good.
About to say it may not be out of line for us to take an evening and then move forward. About to say it may not be reconstitute
Yeah,
our
okay.
energy.
All right. So you had a solid night's rest the night before. If that's what you're concerned about.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's what I was.
Healed. Yeah, no.
After the battle, we had a solid night's rest, and he's going to be light.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
let's push
briefly
forward.
to settle the whole thing with the items, Jade, you get the boots and the rope. Matthias gets the ring of Bochum. Portek gets the ring of protection. Armaus' ring and the Luckstone. Is that all good?
Ting gets the Bochum's ring. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll just jot those down. Okay, and Matthias had
The boots of Bochum's boots and rope of climbing.
Look at you guys, all the magic items.
Yeah, we're like Christmas trees. Jesus.
Almost like real D&D characters. Okay.
Mark, where's the body of my nemesis? Did we leave that on the ground over there?
Aramau, yeah, you left it on the ground over there.
Yeah, so before the end of that fight, before our long rest, I would have activated my strength. But that 25 in strength, broke his bow and threw it over his body.
Nice, good, outstanding. His bow is broken, as is he.
Well, it says the boots speak give +2 armor class bonus to situations.
Yeah.
What was that? Because my movement, I get +1 for movement anyway for armor class.
Yeah, so they add +2 to your armor class when running around quickly is going to be of benefit to you.
Okay, which is what because I do that in every combat.
Time for you, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So my armor class has gone up to 25. Is it?
25. Yeah.
Cool.
So Aramau is on the battlefield still, or what's happened to him?
His body's just lying where it was with a broken bow over it now.
Okay, well, let's go there and let's have a quick speak with the dead, see whether we can find out what some more about the plans of the Urkites.
Okay.
Okay.
Portek sinks his hands in the ground, and you see his feet also slowly sinking to the earth. While he's standing next to Aramau's corpse. And then he places his hand on the forehead of Aramau and calls forth from the grey.
Okay.
Yeah,
his saving throw is 9 or higher. Huh. Okay. So he's not coming back for that.
No. Okay.
Aramau's spirit resists you. He even flips you off from the grey as he drifts away into eternity. Okay. Well,
I wave his broken bow back at him.
You were dead though, so fuck you. Excellent. Okay.
Good. That's that.
Nice.
No.
All right. And then you're away. You leave the circle behind. The final miles. As I mentioned before, you can see the Dragon's Crown Mountains once you get out of the dunes that surround the circle. A mass of jumbled stone rising up over the northern horizon. Ragged range, the peaks steep-sided, surrounded by an apron of broken foothills. On the evening of the first day, and Sanak tells you you'll reach the mountains by the next afternoon, your Tari guide draws in the sand a rough sketch. It's little more than a few lines sketched crudely into the dirt, but he tries to give you some impression of the route that lies ahead. So you can see here, he says, it shows the Dragon's Crown Mountains as soon as it stops being so fucking pixelated.
It's just sand across your map. Brush it off.
4.5 meg file. I know what to tell you, man. The mountains surround the place called the Silent Forest. Right. And in the heart of the Silent Forest is a lake Dasarachi's rises out of the lake. Now, the problem is, as I said, the gulches and the badlands that fill the passes through the Dragon's Crown Mountains. Well, once you get past the outer peaks, they're full of brambles growing up out of the forest. That's where I come in. Sanak will see you, right? Okay. So I suggest y'all get some sleep. It's going to be a rough slog through those passes in the morning. He settles himself down by the campfire, and out of his pouch produces. Well, actually, you're sure that's one of the Zatals that Tik caught 3 days ago on your arrival at the circle.
It's going to be rank.
It's extremely overripe, and you can see it kind of juices running around his fingers. And he just kind of tucks in. Gamey.
As he's chomping away, I'm just going to approach him. How long is the journey?
I'll be there tomorrow.
How many hours? How long will it take us to get there?
It'll take us from we break camp. It's going to take us 6 hours to reach the Dragon's Maw. That's the big pass that leads in from the south. We should be through the pass by mid-afternoon, and then we're into the brambles. And then it really depends how much you listen to me, as to how much we make good time.
What kind of creatures are in the area?
These are the hinterlands. It's teeming with nightmare beasts, rocks, cloud rays, thousands and thousands of brexits.
I'll think on that. Thank you. And I'll just step away and go to rejoin the others. Head down.
My pleasure.
I'm sitting down next to our guide.
My pleasure. Yeah. Zatal, and he offers you an extremely rank piece of Zatal.
No, thanks. Also, it's a little too gamey for my taste.
Good, crunchy.
So,
what about you, Master Halfling? A bit of real meat for you.
Tik wanders over.
You know what? Usually I'd say yes, but surprisingly, somehow I've lost my appetite.
Tik
Don't know
reaches
what
out
it
a
could
hand.
be.
I have some.
Oh, well, there you go. Big Bug will have some.
As soon as you bring it up to your mouth, you realize this has gone extremely bad and will make you sick.
Too late, he's eaten it. He's already said
He's already done it.
God.
I'd be sick later.
I spit it out. I'll go get it.
Oh, don't waste it.
I give it to him. I get new one.
Yes, get some new ones.
I actually, for the first time, you see Tik actually take a swig of water. Rinse out his mouth.
More for me. It's nice and squishy.
No,
Okay,
no,
Panda. So
rinse out your mouth with no lips.
Panda, just to check. Yeah, you're quite right. It should be 3 men, 1 offhand.
It's a lot runny.
Yeah. The offhand is just it's going to be just the to hit will be 2 points lower. That's all. So 12 to hit instead of 14. Otherwise, it's the same.
We don't have lips. It doesn't mean we can't close our mouths.
Yes, it does.
So you mentioned that Dasarachi's is inside a lake. What's this lake thing you're talking about?
So like a large body of water, but that's not important right now.
Large body of water.
Large body of water, a lake. Lake,
but,
you know.
But it's a city. How large is that body of water?
Dasarachi's is in a city.
What is
tower.
it then? How large is that
Big tower.
Ah, okay. Okay. I just must be really large.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
You'll see soon enough tomorrow. I keep my end of the bargain. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. And he takes the last few nibbles on his overripe satile, stows the rest of it back into his pouch, and shuffles a few feet away from the campfire and rolls himself over, pulls his heavy coat over like a blanket, and at least pretends to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So much pretending.
Unless there's anything anybody wants to, any shenanigans of the night you want to get up to, the morning comes as hot and predictable as you would expect on Athas. A bloody rush of crimson light and heat thundering in from the east and rousing you from your slumber. But at least the day ahead of you will be in shade, because as you wind your way through the broken foothills, slogging mile after ragged mile, up ahead, the pass known as the Dragon's Maw comes into sight. Broad gash through the southern face of the mountain chain, winding slowly with various gullies and rock outcroppings and fantastic stone formations. But north and beyond that, you can just dimly glimpse what could be the hazy air that rises above the forest that he's been talking about. You're not entirely sure. At any rate, you move your way through and into the depths of the Dragon's Maw. He said it would take you a few hours to get through the pass, and sure enough, it's a long, slow trek. The sun is high overhead, pushing toward noon, beating down on the rocky badlands that surround you. Behind you, the broken foothills you've come from, they just fall away into the dust, the yellow plains that surround the mountains. The pass is rugged, but it seems that Sanak has proven truthful. It will take you through the mountains. You sort of reach what must be the top of the pass and see it begin to descend down toward what looked like miles more of broken badlands. But yes, beyond that, the unmistakable wash of a green forest. Streaked with sweat, covered with small cuts and bruises, abrasions from your scramble up and down these rocky defiles. You find your steps a little bit lighter as you head down toward the valley. And it's only a low growl coming from the canyon ahead of you. There's any sign at first that something is not as it should be. It steps lumbering into view. A massive reptilian form. Carapace thick, weapon large and powerful. You have fought a single one of these things before and know exactly what it is. A Braxat. And for illustration purposes, here is the cool 4th edition picture that shows you something of its scale. The thing throws its head back.
But is that it in the foreground? This here, the big rhino
it's
guy.
It's the large rhino guy smooshing the person.
Is that it in the foreground? This here.
Throws its head back,
The big rhino.
raises its weapon above its head, and comes thundering toward you. Oh, I see the Lee's chickened out.
Yeah, I was about to say there.
Yeah, Matthias is fucked off again.
He's bravely
Invisible.
run away.
Son of a
Okay, right.
bitch.
So,
Hiding in shadows.
I will update the cameras once he gets back.
that's no problem. Okay, I am going to, where's the Braxat? Put yourselves on the map. You come in at the southern end of this map. So down here, you can see it on your screen.
Boop.
You come in here. There you go. And
used this map in my own game the other day.
did you? Ah, cool. It's a cool map. Yeah. Okay, and you can see the Braxat kind of up ahead here, right?
And these are 5-foot squares?
They should be. Check what the measurement I said. I think they're 5 foot. Yeah.
I only ask because I'm large. I need to make myself bigger or smaller.
They should be. Check what the measurement I said. I think they're 5 foot.
I only ask because I'm large. Oh, we're down there.
Okay. Yep. So pop yourselves over there.
Yeah. Can you make me like?
Are they 5? You need to be bigger.
I don't know.
So pop yourselves over there.
How do I tell?
Hold on.
There's no scale.
There's a
Oh, the slide. Oh, I see.
yeah. They're
You measured
5.
them.
Yeah, they're 5.
Okay.
Yep.
So
they're
I guess
5.
myself and Ra need to be bigger.
I would embiggen you.
Thank you. Embiggen me.
They are. You have been embiggened.
Because my screen is displaying, I'm a little bit further than everybody else, but assume I'm about.
We're not aligning with the grid. Like, oh my god.
No, not even a little bit.
Well,
You're
just
what?
throw
You're
the
not
whole thing
snapping?
out.
Just,
Yeah, you are. They're snapping.
yeah, but they're not
Huh.
aligned.
Tick tick, you've covered me. I can't get my token anymore. You're too big, goddammit.
Sorry.
Okay, are we going to wait for Lee then to get back on the call?
Yeah, it might be useful.
Yeah, Ra
Yep.
seems to be doing like aerobics while we wait.
Just doing quite well.
Gotta get in that jazzercise.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, why don't you guys give me initiative rolls while we're waiting for
But I don't want to.
Lee? Well, you have to.
Don't really feel like it.
I'm the DM, and I say you have to.
I
So
don't
that's
like
Oh,
Brexits. Brexits are
fine.
nasty. They can hurt you.
Braxats are nasty. Yes.
They are. I want to keep them.
And from previous experience, we know that they don't get injured by non-metal, right? Yeah.
Yes, we know that.
Oh. Well, can I just say that that was my initiative, even though I'm not going to use my singing sticks? Oh. Well, can I just say that that was my initiative, even though I'm not going to use my singing sticks? I'm going to take that
I think
as a
your
yes.
blood letter is Dassel. Actually,
Sorry, I'm busy rolling. So
Your silence always means yes.
Yes, fine. Go ahead. Okay. Right. Bagal, Inish, please.
5.
5. That's fine. Portek.
5.
That's fine. Portek. Tick tick.
My initiative is 14.
Wow.
Minus 6.
Matthias is in here. 6 for Portek. Ra.
Can you hear me?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, Lee.
No.
Is
my
Camera's not working.
is my blood letter metal?
Yeah, we can hear you, Lee. No, blood letter is Dassel.
Okay, and I don't actually know if Ron knows that this is what we're fighting right now.
We would have
So she-
said something.
Okay, if
Braxat.
you
Someone will almost certainly have said Braxat.
Yeah.
the only thing I have that's metal, I believe, is the brand of Nicholas. But it has 1H, 2H. What is that? Oh, is that two-handed?
One-handed.
One-handed or two-handed. Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll for that.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
using
10
Othan's
inish?
flame.
6.
Sorry, I was
6 for
fixing the
Ra.
cameras. I'm a 9.
And 9. Okay. Can I get an Inish from you if you're there, Lee?
Yeah. So what we fighting?
Brexit.
Braxat.
Brexit. Oh god.
Oh god, yeah, indeed.
Let me just do that for now. Still trying to get my camera to work.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Lee. Okay, Bingle Bangle, you're first.
Realize that.
Dope. This never happens. Okay, so this right here is the backside. Yes.
That's the Braxat. Yeah.
Alright. I don't know. Are we?
Why do I get the feeling there's more of them?
Yeah, that's the
That we
thing. Like,
can't
are we
see
just
yet.
gonna go into combat like straight away?
Enough
I feel
talk.
like
Where there's no conversation. It's your action on
enough
initiative.
talk.
What are you
Okay,
doing?
fine. All right.
Enough talk.
Okay. Halas. Right. Okay.
Fight.
I'm gonna use my my elemental blade to run up and just start swiping at this guy, and then
Okay.
Are we close enough?
how far can I move is the question, because I don't know if I'm
You can move. You got movement rate 6, so you can move normally 60 feet. So you can move 30
Oh.
feet and still act.
Well, then I'm going to here and optimizing my armor then.
Instead. Okay, right. So
Yes.
as you run up to that position, that you do indeed notice that there is absolutely another Braxat, and it's on
Oh.
the outcrop that's standing right in front of you. And as you run
Mondo
up, it kind of
bogus.
looks down. Okay, but you run to that position, optimize your armor. Do you mean go full defensive or just because you can for that round, given that you're not attacking?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that puts your armor class up to 37.
37,
which is
yes.
actually just kind of ridiculous, really. Okay, Bingle Bangle. But the same moments later, we have Portek and Ra, both on 6.
I will head over, following Bengal, and kind of keep a defensive stance of Bengal, and I will optimize my armor as well.
Yes, good. Okay, you can hear movement from this direction over here, Ra, but you don't see anything, and nor does anyone else because they don't have line of sight. But you can hear something large moving over where I'm pinging. Okay, at the same time as that, Portek.
Portek stands behind them and casts an invisibility 10-foot sphere, so that they're also covered.
So anyone within 2 squares of Portek is invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can actually do a radius on your token if you right-click it.
Yeah.
If you right-click it and there's the little cogwheel icon.
Yeah.
And then it gives you at the very bottom, you scroll all the way down, you can radius, and then you have to put in a little side drop-down menu, you have to put scene. Otherwise, it won't appear once you save it.
Okay, so that is it 10 foot?
Yep.
And where's the scene thing?
It's a little drop-down menu right next to where you put 10 feet.
There's a circle and square with me in drop-down menu.
Okay, Carl, can you just move your guy back into position, please?
There's a circle and square.
There you go, you got your radius there.
Okay, I'm not seeing it, but if you guys are seeing it, fine.
Yeah, I'm seeing a radius. Oh, can you put you where is that where you're standing?
Yeah, if it covers both.
Okay, so no, Ra is not invisible. Only Bengal is covered in that.
Okay,
there you go. That's both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, right, good. Okay, you rush up. That's that initiative includes the casting time of the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Moments later, from the Braxat on here comes a blast of psychic energy that simply streaks down and strikes 15 feet where it last saw Ra and Bingle Bangle standing. And Portek, given that you've run into that location, it affects you as well, even though it can't see you. I don't believe anybody has enough psychic PSPs to withstand this. I don't have any left, should I say? Portek might, so I'm going to roll for that. Okay, so Portek might, so I'm going to roll for that. Okay, Portek, you lose 52. Okay, so yes, it wipes out every single person's psychic defenses, and it is like a ball of obsidian that just rolls across the landscape. You briefly see it in your mindscapes as it slams into all of you, and the 3 of you each take.
The slash is in the wrong place.
Is it?
Yeah, you did R slash. It's /R.
Okay.
The slash is in the wrong place.
39 damage of psychic energy that rips into all of you.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Bingle Bangle, that puts you on 44. Portek, when I say 39, that puts you on 39.
I'm almost down half. Jeez.
That puts me on what, 20 or something?
No, sorry, 38, 29. And Ra, that puts you on 147, 127. So Ra, you barely notice it. No, so there's a massive smash of psychic energy as the Braxat launches a psychic crush just down toward the area that he last saw you. And Tin.
So, did they reappear? Are they standing there now, or
you can't see them?
I can't see them, but I know where they were standing before they disappeared.
Yes.
You can't see them. Okay, so I'm going to move towards them.
Yes.
Where I think they are, and about 10, 15 feet away from myself, I'm going to transform into my normal worm form and immediately burrow. Hopefully close enough that they can escape down my tunnel.
Okay, so move your token to where it needs to be.
So, man, it's there we go. Okay, I have to move it a little bit. There we go.
I ain't going.
Okay, so you immediately become invisible as soon as you enter that area.
And so,
as
but I
soon as you
still
come
can't
stand
see
next to
them,
Porter.
correct?
But you can't see them either. No.
So second I know where I would know generally where Ra was definitely in Bengal. So near there, I'm going to turn into the sink worm and just burrow into the ground.
Okay, I won't embiggen your token. We'll just leave it as it is. You do briefly catch as you rush into the invisibility field. You do briefly catch charging from through this archway here. Oh look, there's a third Braxat, and it comes thundering forward and closes with Matthias immediately.
I'm burrowing and going. How far am I able to get while I make this tunnel for them to escape?
So it takes you this round to transform.
Okay.
You can do the burrowing next round.
Okay.
Matthias, your armor class is pretty good, but nevertheless, the Braxat swings
26.
at you one. Okay. 16s or higher. That's one hit. That's 15 damage from a swiping blow. Brings you down to 85, 75. And then the Braxat simply opens its jaws, and a monstrous gout of acidic fluid bursts out of its gullet and over you. Can I get a saving throw against breath weapon, please, while I roll some damage?
That's just unpleasant.
Yeah, I might want to get that looked at.
Yeah.
Is it breath weapon? Where is it?
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's only going to be 7 damage to you, which puts you down on 68 hit points. The acid hisses and runs off your body, pooling on the ground around you. And the acid hisses and runs off your body, pooling on the ground around you. Okay, Matthias, I didn't get an initiative count from you yet.
12, sorry. Yeah,
He
sorry,
doesn't
12.
want one.
Just one. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Please. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna get to see him. Why not? Okay, so over on the far side of the battle, another figure rises into view. You see him streak upwards into the air and then come and hover in the air right about here. You can kind of see this little red token there. But for those of you who need a close-up as to what the individual looks like, you recognize him flying high above you, or at the very least Matthias does.
God, it's
You
Mr.
know
Hat.
him by his hat. By his hat he is known! By the gods! It is the psionicist who encountered you in dream form on the route to Uruk and disintegrated Ra. It's Hatman. At any rate, you see him. He appears to be downing a potion, and then it is up in the air immediately, hovering kind of high above, glaring down at you all, evil intent in his hat beshadowed eyes. Okay, on 12, Matthias and someone else. Matthias, go ahead.
Okay, well, I had my initiative on my whip, so I just what's this guy carrying?
He is carrying an enormous two-handed club.
Okay, I will try to disarm that first. 28.
Curse my metal body, I'm not quick enough. Braxat CMB is...
Is that a Dark Sun monster manual?
Yeah, I made it. His CMB is actually 30.
Was it?
Yep. So, unfortunately, no, your whip does not fail to snare around its club. You actually catch the end of it.
Does
and the
37
Braxat...
work?
37
What?
would.
Does
37 will, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, your first attempt fails. The second one you yank, and he now only has hold of it in one hand.
Okay, and then hang on.
Your first attempt fails. The second one you yank, and he now only has hold of it in one hand.
Does the 38 work for the crit?
Yes. Okay. And then the third slash of the whip, and he is disarmed.
And I
Nicely
send it
done.
flying up to where the guy is drinking the potion if I can. For a laugh. For flavour.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that.
And then
It's the size of a tree, and you're like
and then I
whipping
fade
it
away.
casually like it's a Coke can.
I'm going to
And
hide
you're
in
gonna try and
shadows.
you're gonna
Move
do a
and
hide in
hide
shadows.
yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Head towards Tick Tick
I'm-
and then
I'm-
hide in shadows.
I'm the only one visible on this entire battlefield.
No. Tin is also not invisible.
Oh, okay.
No, I thought Mark said
Tin
it.
is invisible.
I'm literally
No,
the only one who's not either
you
in
don't-
your invisibility circle or hiding in shadows.
How do you get invisible if the spell is not cast on you?
Oh
Or
yeah,
you-
yeah. I moved in the range, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's 10 foot. It's 10 foot radius. It just radiates out from you. Anybody who's within 10 feet of you is invisible.
Okay.
Okay. We can double check the wording in a second, but
No.
can you please look it up and confirm how your
Yes.
spell works?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it didn't work that way. But...
Meanwhile, this Braxat here charges. Goes straight forward. He knows there's someone there, so he's going to get a penalty to attack, and he swings madly straight for Bingle Bangle. Good luck with that. Nope. And swings also for.
I
Yes,
don't
Panda?
know. I was going to say I stood defensively with Bengal. I don't know if that would have done anything at all.
He would need a natural 40 to hit Bengal at the moment. So.
Nice.
You can't fucking
And,
get me.
Yeah. He does, however, manage to land a blow against you, Ra, for 13 damage as you stand over your invisible halfling companion. The Braxat lumbers forward, swinging wildly, and a one wild blow hammers into you. So you're down to 114 now. And then, as its companion has done, the thing opens its jaws and unleashes a gout of acid. Can I have saving throws against breath weapons, please, from Ra, Bingle Bangle, Portek, and 1, 2, 3. Yes, just Constantine. So breath weapon from all of you, please.
And are you factoring in the new ring that I've got as well?
Your ring is already
That-
factored in. It's already.
That gives me a +2. Okay, cool.
It's already in there.
And
Nice.
I'm
Where's
presuming that the ring and the luckstone also provide me for saves against this, or
As per normal, yeah.
I'm sorry. Which saving throw is it again?
Breath weapon.
Right.
As per normal, yeah.
I'm sorry. Which saving throw is it again?
Okay, Bingle Bangle, pass or save?
I got a 17.
So pass. Nice. You only take
Yes.
5 damage.
Cool.
Portek, pass or save?
I rolled a 2.
So that's a fail. You take 10 damage or 19 hit points. And finally, Ra, pass or save?
I think I passed. I got a 13.
Yep, absolutely. 5 damage. You're on a massive 109 hit points. The Braxat's acid spatters all around you. Portek gets the worst of it, unfortunately, and comes off looking a little bit more mottled and scarred than he normally does. One more to go.
So the invisibility spell does not confer to Tin.
Okay, gotcha. Understood. Thank you. Okay, so Tin, you're visible. Tick Tick.
Okay, I'm going to charge this Braxat over here, right in front of me,
Yep.
basically.
Yep.
And attack him from behind because he's facing the wall there.
So that gives you a +2. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to hit
His
him with
AC is
Othan's-
20 normally.
Othan's flame. So
Cool.
that's a two-handed, and I get.
Oh, natural 1. Unfortunate.
Are you
The blade
serious?
whistles past the Braxet's head, and yeah, you only miss on a 1. You would have hit on a 2.
Do I get 3 for 2 with Othan's flame? Does that mean I get an attack now again, or do I wait another round for that?
3 for 2 is next round. There's the 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I stand. I still have movement though.
You do indeed have movement.
How tall is this mesa behind this Braxat right here?
I count 15 feet high there.
Okay, I jump to the top of it.
Boing. Okay, nice, good. It's at
Using
that
rapid
moment you
retreat.
see for when you reach that height, you see the other Braxat. Moments before it teleports, it arrives right there.
Are you serious?
Okay, initiative, please. Yeah, 5 Braxats and a scientist. I love this encounter. Initiative, everyone, please.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
I'm gonna get
No,
away from this
you.
one. Oh no, there's another one.
Oh my
God.
I looked at this on paper and thought, who wrote this crazy shit? Let's see how it goes. Arvego. 7. I looked at this on paper and thought, who wrote this crazy shit? Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay, initiative then, please, from Bingle Bangle.
6.
A 6. Portek.
A 6.
Also a 6. Tick tick.
An 18. I mean, I'm fighting with a
Matthias.
two-handed sword that has a speed of 8.
You rolled a 10, did you? Okay. Matthias?
8.
Apparently.
8. Raw.
10.
Matthias? And Tin.
1. 1.
A 1. Tin, go.
So now that I'm there in all of my wormy glory, I will begin burrowing right underneath, like right under them, down into the ground.
Yep.
And with my movement, I'm actually going to I'll go down quite a bit at a good angle, so nobody's going to fall to their death. You know, I don't want them to die because they're my friends.
Yep.
But then I'm also going to coil around and come back and wait defensively if anything that's not my friends comes down, to where they're in a small cavern with me ready to eat them.
Okay.
So, I mean, if I could, let me see if I get
So that's what you do. Okay, cool. Right, going from top to bottom. There is another blast of psychic energy from this Braxat. He moves to the edge here, so he gets an angle that doesn't include his companion, and sends another hurling rush of psychic power straight down. And
Unbelievable. Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm just rolling damage here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 25 damage now comes slamming down from the psychically empowered Braxat ahead. Bagal, you're on 14 hit points.
I'm on -5.
Portek falls.
I'm on -5.
And Ra,
This is not
what did I say? 25. Ra is on 104, 84 hit points. The psychic energy is a incessant blast, a crush after crush after crush of telepathically enhanced malice from the solitary Braxat on the area above you. Okay, then we have Bagal, Portek, and another one of the Braxats, all on 6.
I haven't even hit anything yet.
Neither have I.
And I've got like no hit points, but that's okay. All right then. I guess I'm using my elemental blade because it's metal.
Yes, go ahead. Ra, check off both spec and mast on both of them, please. I don't know if I've done that properly.
I hit
Easy
31?
hit, yes,
Yeah.
nice. And the elemental blade bites deep into the Braxat's hide.
And it's large, isn't it?
It is indeed large, yeah.
So 11 damage.
Nice. Braxat hisses as the injuries stab through its carapace. It realizes these foes have metal or weapons strong enough to injure it. Okay, before it acts, or at the same time as it acts, should I say, Portek, what about you?
He coughs. Isn't he dead?
I'm down, remember?
Can I get a D10 from you, please?
Are you dead yet?
I'm down, remember?
The music's gone
Can
off
I get a
again.
D10 from you, please? Okay, Portek bleeds. Okay. The Braxat on the ground swings wildly once for Bingle Bangle, a natural 1, misses completely, swings once for Ra. Hits armor class 16, fails to pierce her powerful armor. Nice. Okay. Did you say that you went quite deep down the hole, Tim?
Yeah, about 10 feet.
Okay.
Down into
is it
the hole.
straight down or is it a slope
It's a slope. They'll just roll.
with an angle?
And they'll angle.
Okay. Okay. So we'll just, for argument's sake, say that the angle that you need to be able to see down the hole is over here. Our Vigo flies through the air and moving with pure motive power until he has a line down the hole, and then his brow furrows, and there is a blast of psychic energy goes straight down the hole.
If you
to hit
recall, I
Constantine.
went down the hole, then I looped around, and so basically here's the path, and I'm sitting off here to the side in
So you
case
can't be seen.
I can't
Thank
be
you very
seen.
much.
No, if you go down, it goes down, and then obviously tapers off into an actual proper hole
Okay,
going
so
forward.
he uses his full action then instead to pursue you into the hole.
Once he gets within range or comes up where I'm hidden, because it's pitch black down there, you need to be me to see. I am going to come out, as I said. I'm laying in wait until somebody. I held my action until somebody comes. The question I have is, like, what is this thing's hit? It says plus 14, but then next to it, it says, was it a CMB, CMD? So it's unarmed. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with this.
Plus
thing.
14.
Plus 14?
It's just
Let
plus
me
14.
Good luck chewing on the little head, man.
So 24.
Nice. Okay. And that would normally hit him, given that his armor class is only currently 21. But your jaws close around him, and there's nothing there. It's as if he's not quite where he appears to be. It's rude, really, when you think about it. Matthias.
Yeah.
Can I see this guy that's just gone down there?
He's just gone straight down into the hole. And if you look down the hole, you can't see him because he's gone into the whatever subterranean little chamber Constantine is hiding in.
I've got a movement of 24. So how many squares is that in here?
So that's 240 feet. So that's
That's
48
plenty.
squares.
So should we just say I can probably run around this thing quite a few times? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm going to shoot a metal dart at this spellcaster Brexit.
Yep.
For 31 to hit.
Nice. Yes, absolutely hits.
Save versus poison at a -6.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
His
your birthday.
save is. I don't even need to look it up.
Oh, natural 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's-
So just give me damage.
Guess it wasn't your birthday.
Hang on. And armor class 34. So another save.
Yep. Okay. No, again, he bats
minus
the
6
dart
on
away
that.
before it can provide any further poison. Oh, that's a
With a
-6.
-6.
That's actually
Yeah, yeah.
that's actually a 5. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The Brexit hit dice. 10. The poison save is actually an 11, so that's a fail.
Wow. Okay. So he takes right. So that's 2. I get 7/3. So is that 3 and then? Well, how does that work out?
What?
It should be 7. There's no such thing as 7/3.
I think it's 7/2.
7/2, so it's 3 then 4.
Okay. Yeah. 3 then 4. Okay.
So you got one more shot.
I don't know. 25 to hit.
Also a hit.
Okay. So
Another save.
No, because you said I can only venom 2 of them at once.
Yes, that's true. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Right. So hang on, and it's large. So it's 1, 2, 3. Plus that. Oh my god! Really? So that's what 11.
They've been
16,
rolling really
17,
well, and we've been rolling really
18.
bad just
That's-
overall.
48 damage.
48. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Like, so far, it's been a real shit show.
That's been crap, isn't it?
Well, the venom slams into the Braxton system, and you can see the thing coughing and doubling over as the poison takes effect upon the thing. Nicely done.
I will hide because that's what I do.
All right. This Braxton charges Tick. Swings twice.
Bob and weave. Bob and
Natural 1 and a 10. That's a single hit. Has 16 damage. Tick with a glancing blow from its club right across your buggy head. Puts you on what's that? 85 hit points. And then he follows it up with a blast off his breath weapon. Can I get a saving throw against breath weapon from you, please?
Yes. Hold on.
And then he follows it up with a blast off his breath weapon. Can I get a saving throw against breath weapon from you, please?
Any second now.
Ouch. That's
Sorry.
another 18 damage.
Are you serious?
75, 67
I've
hit points.
literally
You're on.
rolled everything I've rolled has been.
It's been really, really, really bad. Okay, and then Ra.
Another 18. I don't actually know what I'm on right now, but I'll.
I would like to grab Portek and Bengal, scoop them, like a mother of twins, and kind of just cannonball down this hole that is emerged in the ground, so that we're not being hit at all sides. We can hopefully corner something off. So
Okay.
I'm going to jump down the tunnel with Portek and Bengal.
Nice.
You mean in the hole with the scary man?
I don't know the scary man's in there. All I know is that there's like lots of big scary things around me.
Show me where the bad man touched you.
Okay, so you grab the halfling and the dwarf and go straight toward the hole that you are aware is there and go skidding down into the darkness. And behind you there is a sound of crossbow bolts firing as from some hidden location, Sarnak puts 2 metal tip bolts into this brexit here, injuring it quite considerably, actually. Well done.
Oh, nice. He decided to join the fight.
Yeah, I was about to say I kind of forgot that he existed.
Yeah.
That's kind of part of his thing, really.
Thanks, bestie.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I'm
this
able
brexit,
to do...
This brexit uses its action to teleport up onto here next to Tick Tick. And right before the end of the round.
Oh my god.
Please.
That is as hilarious as it is just frightening.
Yeah, at the end of the round, the 5th brexit comes lumbering into view from around here. There he is. And he comes up to this point about there. Surveying the scene. And then finally Tick Tick.
Quantity severe. All right, I'm going to attack the brexit that just tried to attack me with Othan's Flame.
Yep.
I'm going to hit him twice. And I'm going to roll 2 1s. Watch. Hold on. Othan's Flame. 1, 2.
The first one's a miss. The second one hits. It's a natural one, like you said. The first one's a miss. The second one.
Oh god. Okay, the second one hits, and that is damage. Othan's Flame against a large creature. Okay, the second one hits, and that is 14 damage. And doesn't Othan's Flame do a funky thing? Hold on. Isn't there like fire damage or something? 14 damage, and doesn't Othan's Flame do a funky thing? Sorry.
While Arnold's doing that,
Okay,
Mark,
roll initiative, please, and you can let me know when you're done.
I'm a Grand
Yes,
Master
Lee.
now, so my damage dice go up, doesn't it? So 1d4 turns into a 1d6,
Yes, that's right.
and a 1d3 would turn into a 1d4, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, initiative, everyone, please.
7.
What does a
Nieven
1d1
from
turn
Bengal Bengal.
into?
Portek.
What does a 1d1 turn
7.
into, Mark?
Portek.
7.
7. Tick Tick.
Sorry, I need to.
Matthias.
It's rolling 4.
4. Okay, Ra.
I was going to do some movement as well, but I was caught up in my. Oh, great! I rolled another 10. It's fabulous.
12.
12 for Ra. Okay. What does that put you on out?
18
Again.
again.
And finally 10.
6.
Too bad. Okay, right. Arvigo unleashes his psychic blast at you on the initiative count 2, 10. 7th throw against spells, please. It's a psychic streak of green energy. Don't fuck this up.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm going to fuck this up, guys. 12 greater than 9. Pat.
Okay, the energy of your body vibrates briefly, threatening to be torn apart.
Oh wait,
and
do
then
I
is
get the
held intact?
What is it? I had to ask this, and I didn't think to. Is that what kind of energy did you say that was? Was it psionic?
Shimmering
Negative, isn't
green.
No, I didn't know if
It's
it was
sonic. It's absolutely sonic. It's
Okay.
sonic. Yes, yes, yes.
Do I have that
There's
5%
nothing- there's-
chance? Do I have that 5% chance
Nope.
to avoid this shit?
Okay. Anyway, you made the saving throw, so that's fine. Right, Matthias and the first of the Braxats. Go ahead.
Okay. And just another quick one. What does a 1d1 turn into?
2. D2.
A d2. Okay. That's better than 1d1. Okay.
Yes, indeed. It's 100% better. Potentially.
Mark, just to get back to my turn from last turn, because I was trying to look something up. The Othan's Flame doesn't actually do any fire damage, but what I did want to do my move, which was to jump across the cavern to this side.
To flee the fuck away.
Yes, because I'm not exactly in the mood to be fighting 17 Braxats. Actually, I'm going to jump a bit further.
Double-teamed by
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to jump a bit further south, close to Matthias.
Bob and Billy Joe Braxat. Good, good, good. Okay, Matthias.
I am going to move to here. When I throw like like my little grenades that I make,
Yeah.
what radius are they?
They're 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. Okay. Well, obviously he's 15 foot up, so the mage I need to take care of. So I'm going to shoot him. I get 3 shots around as a.
Yeah, you do.
specialist. I've just checked. Right. I've clicked it. Has it done it? I'm
That's a
plus
hit, yeah.
27.
Yep.
And let's.
Oh, he's not saving against poison anymore, is he? No.
He can do.
No, he did.
Which one?
Oh no, he didn't. That's a fail, actually.
He rolled an 8, did he? So that's death.
You tell me if it's poisoned or not.
It is poison, Silt Serpent.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a fail.
Okay, that's one, and then I will shoot the one that's down on Ra. With the same poison. Where is it? Hang on. I'm sorry, I'm a bit rusty.
That's a hit,
24, and that's also a
Yeah.
save against poison.
and that's a pass.
It's a pass. Okay, he takes 20 damage.
Is there any
And
penalty to the save on that one?
no, nothing penalty wise on that, but that's 20 damage plus. Come on, why does it take so long? So it's 28 damage total.
To which
and I'll
one?
The same one with the one that saved the poison.
Okay.
I shoot
Sorely
you.
hurt now. Injuries peppering his body.
And the last hit.
Also a hit.
23 to hit. Okay, cool.
Yep.
This is not poisoned. For another 10 damage.
Okay, is this the one by Ra?
Yeah.
Okay, another 10. Okay. Although it's not actually by Ra anymore, but she's gone down the hole. But yes, that Braxat, now hammered with poison and blows from Bingle Bangle's elemental blade, is looking particularly badly injured, wavering poorly on its feet.
Is that the one right in front of Bingle Bangle?
It is indeed, yes.
Oh, okay, whichever one. I don't
Yeah,
know
the
which
one
one's
over
the
there
one.
came around the corner. That's uninjured.
So this one's dead up here, yeah? Is that
No.
the one that was. Which one was doing the spells?
No one's been casting spells.
They've been using psychic abilities.
The psychic. Sorry, which one was doing the psychic?
Yes, that guy up here. This one here.
Yes. So he's dead. Okay.
No.
That's the
Oh,
one that
from the
died foul on
saving throw.
poison. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
The Braxat coughs once, froth bubbles in its mouth, and it falls forward off the butte and slams to the ground down below. Its body crashed and broken by the fall.
Hooray!
Good job. And he was actually going to hit you with a psychic crush next, so he doesn't get to.
Well done.
Braxat number 2 and Tin, both on 6. Tin, go ahead.
So considering he arced his energy at me, I know exactly where he is, correct?
Oh, he's not invisible. He's right there.
Oh, he's right there. I'm gonna just go for a little bit of chompy chomp on this.
Yep.
Come on, don't let me down, dice. Oh, yes. That is a 27.
Okay, and that is a hit. You can give me damage.
I need I have a valid question. Is that does that exceed his AC by 4?
Yes.
Okay, so first I bring my teeth down deep into his flesh, doing 2d12 damage.
Ooh, nice.
And so that's unfortunately only going to be 11 because my rolls are garbage. But unfortunate for him, I hope he learns how to breathe very well, because since my attack exceeded 4, I actually am able to swallow him. And which will automatically do 2d12 damage, and will do so every turn thereafter.
Okay, nice.
He is in my
okay,
stomach
so
with
poor
no
Vigo,
air. Enjoy.
Yes. Vigo gives one desperate shriek and vanishes from sight. Nothing is left of him on the ground except his hat.
And he takes an additional 15 damage.
Right, so to kill it, we have to stab Tin, guys. So let's go.
Stab.
That 2d12 doesn't start until next
Okay.
Okay. Right. This badly injured Braxat. One moment, please. That's right. This badly injured Braxat. Yeah. Okay. Runs in this direction. Yep. And then there is a rush of psychic energy toward where you are, Matthias. He doesn't even need to spot exactly where you are. Monstrous area effect. And there isn't even a saving throw because it's fucking silence.
Oh, can he see me? Can he?
He doesn't even need to see you. He just has a rough idea of where you are. 45 psychic damage slams into you. The cliff face around you judders under the impact. And that puts you...
These guys are brutal, man.
They're really fucking outrageous.
I
puts
hit
you on
then moved and all.
23 hit points. Yeah.
It's like you can't hit them, and they can just hit you repeatedly with multiple attacks every round, and they're horrible.
Yeah. And they have psychic powers that know where you are, and
they teleport.
And they teleport. Yeah. And they can breathe acid too. Okay. As soon as the psychic energy leaves it, the Braxat roars at you, "Despoiler of nests! You will pay for what you did!" His voice echoes booming around the canyon. Okay, then we have Bingle Bangle and Portek next. You guys have been dragged down into Tin's hole by Ra.
Ra will have noticed that Portek, unlike Bingle Bangle, is hanging limp from her arms.
Yeah, can I stabilize him? Is that a thing in this edition?
Yep.
I'll do
so
that
Portek, you stabilize. We'll not make it any worse. We'll leave you there at -6. Bingle Bangle, you bend down in the darkness, hands fluttering over the inert form of your dwarven friend, and do your best to heal his wounds. Precious opportunities to deal damage to your foes forfeit. But what choice do you have? This Braxat uses his action to teleport up here. This Braxat uses his action to teleport to here. And this Braxat walks forward and jumps down to the edge and starts to clamber its way down into the hole. Ra.
Okay, so
How
in the
wide is
hole...
the hole, by the way?
Yeah. How wide is it?
So the sandworm is what? Does it actually say in the write-up? How
I'm 50 feet long,
I'm
but
assuming
it doesn't say anything in terms of
50 feet long. So okay, well, at least 10 to 15 feet wide.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I place Bengal and Portek down, I'm then going to turn around and slightly I'll be after where Tin is, where he's poking out and eating. So if they get past him, then they hit me.
I'm no longer there, Panda. I can dig or I can phase.
Dwarf. Please, Panda, carry on.
So I'm just gonna wait for this. I mean, if this Braxat's come in,
you can hear it clambering down the shaft towards you. Yeah, rock sliding underneath its feet, clumsily, foot over foot. It'll be within striking range almost immediately. So it reaches the bottom of the hole that round, and if you want to take your attacks against it as it lumbers down there, you can.
How many attacks do I have with the brand of Nicholas?
So it should be 2 a round.
2 round. All right, let's
At your level.
go.
Yeah.
Isn't your new weapon better then?
Both solid. She hasn't tried any weapon.
My new
Both
weapon's
solid
not metal.
hits.
Magical, isn't it?
She hasn't tried any weapon. Can I get damage for the brand of Nicholas, please?
Yeah, sorry, it's a large creature.
Yes, it is. 38. Is that?
That's it. That's the one.
Hackety,
Nice.
hackety.
Yeah, okay, that's almost half of his hit points all in one go. He immediately regrets pursuing you into the hole and staggers backward as a huge blind half giant emerges out of the darkness and thwacks him twice in the face with a sword. Good moves. And finally, Tick Tick.
Okay, so these all the Brexit have followed me for some mysterious reason.
Two of them. Yeah, it's don't take a kit that says enemies will attack you. Don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, whatever. No, but did they actually try to attack me?
No, they keep using. They've used their actions to teleport, so they
Okay.
actually don't have any attacks left.
Oh, okay.
Those two.
So
blipped
if I
over
keep
this
if I
round.
keep jumping across this canyon, they have to keep following me and using their actions to do that.
Yes.
This is a good plan. I like this plan. All right,
That's the rest of the game.
that's it. I'm just gonna do that until I can't do anything
Another
else.
2 hours. and
You
we're
can
done.
attack and then do it.
Yeah, I can attack and do it because I can jump. All right, I'm gonna attack this guy from behind because reasons.
Yeah,
and
he's,
I
he's
can-
actually facing you. That just
No, he's
happens to
not.
be
He's
how
facing
the,
away. Look,
yes, yes.
his head is facing that way. Damn it. Anyway, well, whatever. I hit him with my sword, which I can only use once this round because life is unfair. Is it going to be a 1? Inquiring minds want to know. AC 24? Does that hit?
Yeah, and that hits. He's only armor class 20. He's facing you now. See.
All right. And the damage is
Yeah, and that hits. He's only armor class 20.
18. Woohoo!
18.
I whack him
nice.
really hard and then I jump across.
First blood.
and then I boing.
What the? Come back here. Okay, initiative, please. Arvigo. Come back here. Okay, initiative, please. 2,
Thankfully, it doesn't require a psychic force on my part to have to
2, 3,
cross.
4. Okay, right. This should be interesting. Right. Bengal.
7.
Nievin Portek.
2.
Tick Tick.
7.
Wait for it. 9.
Ooh.
What is happening?
Matthias.
1.
Cool. Ra.
9.
13.
1.
Okay. And Tim.
7.
Niven. Okay. Matthias and Arvigo.
7.
Oh. I will scamper up, see these two, run through them, and behind me, I'm just going to throw
Yeah.
a bomb in between them.
Yeah. That will hit both of them. Yes, they're 3.
Continue running.
Yeah, they're close enough. Yeah, they're close enough.
And that is a -40 a save.
So 2 saving throws. This is poison, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, 11, as I said.
Poison
so the first
bomb.
one gets... That's a pass.
awesome.
The first one passed. The
With
second
a
one...
-4, yeah?
Yeah, that's with the -4. The second one, that's a fail.
Okay, so one died, and the other one took 20 damage.
Oh my
That one
god.
collapses, coughing and gargling. And this one, already badly injured, takes 20 damage. For some reason, it keeps trying to autofill with like dates and stuff from Excel sheets and things. I don't know what it's doing. So he takes a ton of damage, staggers sideways, and glares at you. His
I'm still running, and then I
I
hide.
mean, you're not even looking. You don't even see. Okay,
And then I'm going to
Arvigo.
hide with that. And then I'm going to continue moving because I can.
Nice. Okay.
He's just off the map. He
I'm
just
just
runs
off the
back to tier.
I can move so much, it's ridiculous.
Okay, Arvigo appears out of thin air here, coughing, spluttering, bleeding, badly injured, with what appear to be digestive fluids kind of hanging from his body. And it's like... Portek, you are out for the time being, but if anybody actually wakes you up this round, you will get an action. Let's practice that's there. Okay, he's quite badly hurt, actually. He is going to come lumbering around in this direction and obviously still looking for you, Matthias, but No, he fails to figure out where you are and wastes his action searching back and forward through this small part of the ravine. Nicely done.
Where are
Yeah.
you?
Here.
¿Dónde está?
Down in the hole, the Braxat who come face to face with Ra swings madly twice for you in she's gone in desperation and hits once and possibly twice. Forget her armor class. Is it 23? It is. It hits her twice. And
She
Ra-
did do adjusted her armor and stuff. I don't know if that makes a difference.
9, 15, 25, 35 damage. She's now on 79, 49. The relentless onslaught of psychic assaults and the close proximity of the Braxat. Panda? The Braxat you were facing has smashed you twice for 30-odd points of damage, leaving you on 49 hit points in a brutal close quarters melee deep within Tin's hole. Speaking of which, Tin and Bingle Bangle.
Could we not speak of my hole so affectionately?
Yeah.
And what people are doing in there?
I'm sorry, I've got one word for you, butt plug. So we're going to talk about your hole until the cows come home, Sonny Jim.
Okay, you know what? I can't even argue with that. That's your. No, you made a valid point. There's nothing more I could say. I'll let Bengal go first since Bengal's on the surface, like we're not deeper in my hole, so Bengal can go first.
No, he's relatively
well,
shallow.
so
he doesn't take how much room in there anyway. So.
in Tin's hole.
Yep.
I'm gonna continue my ministrations on Portek and bring him round.
Okay, roll me a D3, please.
D3. Just straight D3?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I need to type
I'll roll it for you.
this in.
It's all right, I got it.
/ No, I'm doing it right now. You shut up.
Okay. No, you shut up. Okay, Portek, you come to your senses with 2 hit points.
I got a 2.
Yay! You're awake. You immediately wish you weren't. It's an agonizing pain. Your brain is filled with ringing psychic after echoes.
Welcome to Tin's hole.
You're deep inside Tin's hole.
What?
Take 5d10 damage.
It's really smelly.
Listen, my hole is the best. No. Everybody wants to be in my hole.
Whatever you do, don't touch the walls.
Listen, my hole is the best.
Okay, I will start with healing myself.
Okay, what's that 5d10 for, Lee?
I said you're deep in Tin's hole. Take 5d10 damage.
That's whole damage, isn't it? Okay,
That's whole damage?
Yeah, that's whole damage.
Okay, so give me a healing roll for you, Portek, and I have action coming from you, Tin. Okay, so give me a.
I'm just waiting on a heal. And I'll go on. While he's rolling, I'll say thanks to the movement I feel from the thunderous beast above me. How much movement does 18 give me per on my turn?
It's 18 squares.
18 squares. Okay.
13 hit points back for you. Portek puts you on 15 hit points. The energies of the earth begin to salve your wounds.
Okay, so that's quite a few squares right there. So I'm gonna, being that I'm already in the ground, I'm going to dig out, nicely about 50 to 60 feet, in a circle, like literally side by side. Dig myself a little bit under the surface, and with my massive body, I'm going to appear in my own hole and eat the 2 squares underneath that that Brexit, so it falls about 50 feet deeper
Right, so
into my hole.
So specifically, is it this Brexit up here, or is it
The one
that's
beneath, the
facing
one
Ra?
underground with us? I'm going.
The one
I
by
was
Ra
already
there.
underground
Gotcha.
when
50
Spanky
feet.
disappeared out of me. So I basically
Okay,
made
cool.
a really large 50-foot pit, and then left that last 5 feet above that was standing on, and
Yeah, so
grabbed that
right.
last and then shunted off.
Nice. Okay, the ground collapses away. The Braxat's like, and immediately falls 50 feet, you say?
Yes.
So he takes this many damages. 16 damages. Right.
And he takes no damage.
Okay.
With the last of my movement, I'll just come up next to
He takes
the
no
group.
damage.
What?
He takes no damage.
Who?
The Brexit.
Why?
Because it's not a metal weapon. He takes no damage.
Doesn't need to be a metal weapon.
They're not immune to gravity.
He can certainly take falling damage.
We had this discussion before, remember?
Atlas counts as a +1 weapon. We've been through this before.
Oh my god.
So he slams into the planet and takes 16 points of damage.
Planet bitch slaps him.
The planet's going to bitch slap Carl in a minute. 10, well done. Okay, so he is currently out of commission and unable to attack this round. The one on here is really getting a little bit fed up with Tick Tick leaping about the place the entire time.
I don't see any problem with this plan.
You're out of the range of the psychic. Yes,
Yeah,
you
very
are.
clever.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay. Right. Okay. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's going to make a roll. Runs, charges, and attempts to leap the gap. Yes, a mighty leap through the air, lands with a crashing overhead blow. And that's going to hit
Does
armor
his initiative beat
class.
mine?
So he is currently on initiative 8.
Okay.
That hits armor class 29 and armor class 23.
So the second one
those
misses.
even hit you. So the 29.
I'm on 29. So
Yeah, gotcha. Nice one. Okay, so 16 damage. A really quite a lucky blow as the Braxat lands next to you. 51 HP, leaving you on.
okay.
Okay, Tick Tick, you're next on
I
mine.
hit him twice with Othan's flame.
Yeah, welcome to my claws.
Well, it's not my claws, unfortunately.
Oh, it's the Othan's flame.
If only. That would have made this whole battle a lot easier for me. 1, 2. Let's see if I even hit.
Yes, both hit.
Nice.
Yes, both hit.
For another 28 points of damage.
Okay. These blows drive him to his knees. Another one of those, and you think you'll have him down.
Okay, I leap away.
Immediately.
I'm assuming that there are other buttes nearby that are not on this map because
No.
I'm looking.
No, that's just a
that's the
giant
end of the
cliff.
world.
Yeah.
It's just
This is what the hinterlands look like,
it's
just
just
a
there's
map.
this big invisible white wall at the side of the map. Goodness.
Yeah, you see some slightly blurry cliffs in the distance that you can't get to. No, yeah, there's other buttes nearby that you
Yeah,
can,
I just assumed that I'm kind of off
yeah,
to the
gotcha.
left
Good.
on
Okay.
another butte.
Right, and then Ra and the final Braxat, who's still wandering around outside looking for Matthias.
So is there still one in the hole with me?
You aware of it having fallen away through a gap in the ground that's just opened right by your feet.
Okay.
You can hear it moving down there somewhere below, but it sounds like it's a good 40 or 50 feet deeper in the in Tin's crevice.
Okay.
It's not a crevice, it's a hole. A stinking hole.
And I know that there is more on the surface, like I can hear.
You can hear the sound of what sounds like another 2 of them running around up there. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go up there.
You can hear the sound of what
And
okay.
I am gonna, if possible, and you can say no, but I would like to try and use Bloodletter because of the potential psionic making it magical, but I don't know
Yeah.
if it.
Okay. So, as you clamber out of the hole, you sheathe the brand of Nicholas, and the Latulus feels so right in your arms. And you can feel a pulse of approval coming from the weapon and anticipation. All hit.
Oh, nice.
Yep, all hits.
1, 2.
The Dassel, enchanted with psychic energy, punches clear through the Braxat's carapace. Steel weapons or magic weapons to hit. And how much is that? Well, it's going to be more than the 17 hit points he has has left. So the first
93.
blow kills him outright.
Nice.
A single It is so great to have Latulis back on your hands, you feel, as the Braxat head comes away from its body and falls obligingly at your feet.
Can it be like I decapitate it, and then while its head is in the air falling, I then keep hitting it on the way down?
I think that's actually required, yes.
Yeah.
Those nicely sliced Braxat lands plop, 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 on the ground at your feet. Good job. So he doesn't even get an action apart from falling apart in small pieces. Portek, I have you held. Do you want to take an action, or we're going to move to the next round?
Yes, I will cast a rock to mud spell and bury the guy in the pit down there and make him suffocate.
That's perfectly acceptable to me. No rolls needed. The earth completely collapses in, and unfortunately, Tin's hole prolapses in upon itself, and the Braxat drowns in the moist and cloying depths. Initiative, please.
I don't want initiative. Did you not just hear what happened to my hole?
Prolapsed. Jesus.
Okay, bingle bangle.
Rest in peace, Tin's
This battle will
hole.
be forever known as the Great Suppository Battle.
It was a hell of a party.
Do we get initiative from the hobbits?
Zet pill. Right.
Yeah.
So there's only one branch
just
left, yes?
Yeah, but give me initiative, please.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So there's only
Everyone's just so excited talking about bums.
Portek has
Oh,
4.
right. Oh,
Who's gonna fall?
initiative. Oh, I thought it was my go. Never mind.
It might be.
13.
6.
Oh, initiative. Oh, I thought it was my go. Never mind. 6.
7. Oh,
6, 7, and 10.
Sorry, my connection's really bad.
4.
4. Okay,
All right.
Arvigo is on a 3. Who can he see? He can see Ra. He can see. Can he see Matthias? No, but he can see Tick Tick. Okay. You know what? Given this is a disintegrate, I'm going to roll. 1 to 3 is Tick Tick. Oh shit! No, it has to be Tick Tick because of that fucking kit. Tick Tick, can you save against spells, please? As Arvigo unleashes a disintegrating blast of psychic energy at you.
Yar. Hold on.
Unleashes a disintegrating blast of
It's
psychic energy.
spell, right?
It's spells, yes. Oh no! Do we have a +1 anywhere for Tick Tick?
I have my D20 still. You can have it. I still
Oh,
have
wait,
it. from
wait.
my-
Do I have a D20? I think I might, actually.
I don't.
Because so far, currently that's a miss by 1 point.
I know.
Just take my D20 if you have
No,
one.
I
you're-
still have my D20 from a yonk ago.
Well, then roll
I
yours.
think this might be a good...
Might be a good time.
It's just a reroll, right?
It's just a reroll.
Yeah, okay. Watch it be. Like, I'm going to roll a 1. Just know.
Don't say it out loud.
It's just a reroll. Yeah, okay.
Ah! You avoid the blast of disintegrating energy. Arvigo's like, God damn it, this works so much easier in the dream. And you remain undisintegrated.
Oh
Good
my
job.
goodness. Thank you, whoever gave me that D20. I don't remember who it was, but I stand in your forever in your debt.
Good. Portek and Tin, both on a 4.
So I'm going to, funny enough, burrow up because I'm looking for a target.
Mm-hmm.
Is Homeboy literally just standing on that mountain there? Just
He's standing on the mountain, and he's actually kind of doing this.
how high is that?
15 feet high, between 15 and 20. There.
So I will
kind of variable, but-
I will come out of the ground just enough to peer. Upon seeing this dumbass, I'm going to quickly reburrow, and I will come out of the ground underneath him and attempt to eat him again.
Okay, go.
Like, I've escaped the jaws of
Ah,
hell.
it's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah, upon closing my teeth and catching nothing, I would just sink back into
But
the
he really is
ground.
like, ah!
Yeah,
As
well, as he jumps back, like, holy shit, I will sink back down into the ground.
How many of these damn things are there? Portek.
Portek is going to peep out of the corridor and send a magic missile.
Call
his
it
way.
by its name, Carl.
The bum
Call
hole.
it by its name.
Tin's hole. I'm going to peek at Tin's hole.
Okay.
Thank you. The prolapsed hole.
TP for your bum hole.
And,
So you see a single Braxat engaged in combat with Tick Tick on a nearby butte, and on the opposite butte you see Arvigo looking a little bit nervous.
Arvigo is going to get 5 magic missiles up his ass.
He has
From
nothing
one arse
against
to
those,
another
so go
arse.
ahead. Yeah.
Hmm. 22 points of damage.
Nice.
That's a solid magic missile.
Oh, yes.
Very, very good magic missile.
22 points of damage.
25 is the max.
Mhm. Oh, yes.
Good. Okay. Magic missile slam into him. Arvigo judders on the edge of the precipice, but retains his footing. He doesn't seem extremely badly injured by it, but they have nevertheless hit home. And he what?
I run back down into Tin's hole.
Take cover. Right. Matthias and Bingle Bangle.
As I'm still hidden and move like a rocket, I'm going to run around and peer behind him, and I'm just going to, with my star metal dagger, slit his throat.
Oh, go.
With poison.
Poison.
28.
Is this your first attack against him?
My first, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it misses.
Oh, he's got magic pants too.
He's
God
got
damn it!
magic pants, god damn it.
21.
The second one
Is he
just
Mormon?
hits. Yes, his AC is currently 21. Yeah.
So say I'm behind him as well.
Yes.
And
Magic pants.
2 hits
trying
there.
to slit his throat.
Just stabbing wildly in his throat. Okay, good. So let's have some
damage. That is a star metal one. That is 19 normal damage or magical
19.
damage. And he will need to roll against the Black Lotus.
He does not.
Did you not? Okay.
No, don't forget, he was forewarned of your use of poison. And as the venom floods into his system, it appears to have no effect.
Rubbish.
This is the guy you saw in the dream room taking notes on you.
Yeah, I thought as much, yeah.
Nevertheless, you have done damage to him, and he spins around to face you, snarling at the sudden appearance from behind.
See you later.
His foe.
And I will sprint off under and hide. And,
Bingle Bangle.
Yes. If I'm not out of Tin's hole yet, I'm coming out of Tin's hole now.
That's fine. You clamber
And,
easily out of the hole.
Yeah, you know.
Tin's hole.
Tin's
Yeah,
hole.
Tin's hole
Say-
specifically, that one. And I'm going to whip out my raptor and load it with a magic bolt and
Yes.
fire at the dream guy.
At Arvigo. Cool. Shot.
Yes.
Bolt.
Okay. Is
That's
that
a
your
hit.
first attack? That's your first attack against him, right?
I believe. Oh, does it miss then?
It does miss, yes.
that
But
in
like,
a
I
round?
also have magic pants.
Yes, but unfortunately, no one has warned you that Arvigo has magic pants. So
Rubbish.
the first shot misses, but nevertheless, as the crossbow bolt whizzes just past him, he looks around, realizing that a variety of dire threats are emanating from Tim's hole.
Matthias,
And
catch
he's going to
it.
need to. Yeah. Okay,
I'm
Ra
over here
and
now.
the Ra and the Braxat. Ra, go ahead.
I am going to run over and then use my boots to jump up here,
Ooh. Okay, Arvigo looks utterly shocked at this.
and then
You
I
didn't
am
have
going
those in the
to-
dream, he says. Famous last words. Presumably, then you hit him a lot.
You won't disintegrate me this time. I'm not going to bother rolling the first hit. because it's not
Yes,
gonna
fair
hit.
enough.
So I'll just roll.
The
Boom.
other 7.
Yep.
Those are all hits.
Is he medium?
He is he's medium at the moment. He's going to get a
feels
lot
very small
smaller
right now, actually.
Yeah, there we go. Second blood kills him. Wow. Yeah, you just come running out, leap up, and then it's just and the hacking
Can I-
begins.
Can I do a hit with my Latulis, strike straight down the center of him, and then quickly sheath the Latulis, and then just grab his shoulders and then rip him in half?
Absolutely, yes. He comes apart in your hands, spraying your face and torso with his hot, steaming blood. In the midst of this, his throat, bifurcated, has one last double-tongued scream before he is done. The Braxat at this point suddenly shakes its head and fails a morale check. No! It roars and turns and tries to run away. Tick, you're going to get a free attack against it. So
Woo! I attack it.
it has 14 hit points, so it's probably not getting very far. Go ahead.
Killing the brexits, it's gonna be awesome. Or not.
Yeah.
I hit
We
the
were
hits,
all
that
rooting
hits,
for
hits,
you.
hits.
And then I do 15 damage.
15, that's excellent. As I said, he only
Oh my
had
god, I
14
love
left.
this song.
It's
Turn
my
it
favorite-
up.
My favorite song.
And down the Braxat goes.
As it turns around, I go, thwop! Off comes it.
Swap indeed. With that, it is over.
That was nuts.
Everybody get out of my hole.
And on that bombshell, we're going to take a break. The stink of battle hangs about you. The stink of blood. And the smell of victory. Arvigo of the Order of psionicists, known as the Order, lies dead. As do his Braxats. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Braxats. That's a lot of experience points. If we were doing experience points. Around you, blood, bits of chipped carapace, and the corpses of your foes. Sarnak has appeared again, sitting on one of the nearby buttes, legs dangling over the edge. Cigar between his teeth, tuning up his hand crossbows. Good work. Yeah, I needed my help a little bit there in the middle, but I always knew you'd come through.
Thanks.
So, let me know when you're ready to move on and we'll go.
Can we get some? I look down at my wounds.
I do the same, but I also bring over both halves of the guy, and I'm like, in case you want to check it for cool stuff.
That we do, absolutely. And maybe
I think he has magic pants.
Magic pants.
Arvigo upon dropping two halves of the man, it's like, sorry.
Let's hope it was a ring.
I'll come erupting out of a new hole. Not the old smelly used hole.
Another one?
Look, I make holes everywhere. It's what I do. So I'll come up slowly as about half of the size of the worm erupts. I'll slowly reconfigure into my humanoid form, and just slowly just start walking around, looking at all of you, and I'll start healing some of the people that need healing. So I'll...
Okay. Do you want to run down again of where everyone's at?
Yes, please.
So from the top, Bingle Bangle, 14 out of 83. Konstantin, you're fine.
I'm good, I'm great.
Tick Tick, 51 out of 101. Matthias, 23 out of 90. Portek, 15 out of 68. And
Bloody
Raf,
hell.
49 out of 155.
we really had our asses handed to us.
Yeah,
You
there was a
got
lot of ass
proper kicking.
for the sake of cutting it short while you guys are all RPing and I'm going to be healing, there's a lot of air, a lot of knitting of skin together, a lot of people feeling better. I'll drop the spells in the chat in a minute.
Okay, cool. No worries. Just yeah. All right. So, looking at Arvigo's corpse, the leather armor that he was wearing has been torn in two, so that's no good. Let me just roll a saving throw for the cloak.
Well, the cloak was probably just wrapped around his neck.
Cloak is fine. He also has a long steel, a short steel blade hanging from his side. The metal is like nothing you've ever seen before. It looks almost blue, the steel. Quite simply, the most beautiful silvery
Dare
blue
you
sheen.
say blue steel?
Blue steel?
Blue steel?
Is it not star metal? Does it look like star metal?
Good. Now turn left.
Is it star metal?
Not an ambi turn. No, it's not. It's not. It's not
It's not star metal.
He has his light crossbow. He's got 10 steel quarrels because he's fired a couple of them. A bone dagger, and a single Johnny pear dried up healing fruit.
Okay, let's light him up like a Christmas tree and see what the tech magic will reveal.
Everything except the bone dagger.
Okay, magic, not psionic.
No magic.
Okay. Good. So, I relay that.
Okay. So to recap that, a ring, a cloak, a short sword, a crossbow, 10 quarrels, and a potion fruit. All magical.
Let me make a note.
What kind of blade is it?
It's a short sword.
Okay.
And it's a silvery blue steel. In fact, to be honest, you're not even sure it's steel. It's a silvery blue metal. Very, very, very beautiful.
Can I appraise it?
Give me an appraisal roll, please. And you can apply a -4 penalty because you've never encountered this thing before.
No. That was a good one.
No, you don't know what it is. That would normally be a pass, but the esoteric nature of the material you're trying to appraise, you've no fucking idea. Looks valuable.
Well,
my raptor isn't magical, is it?
Raptor is magical.
Or is it?
Yeah, the crossbow of the raptor is magical. Yes.
Okay.
It's a +1 crossbow, but it's got crazy range, as I recall.
Well, I've never seen this metal before.
Yeah.
Very good at the pew pew.
Has Portek?
Does Portek have appraising?
Does he indeed?
He does not.
No, he does not.
It's a shiny metal Portek.
No, but he has. He does have mining.
Maybe a mining roll. This one's at -6.
Okay.
-30.
Okay. Well, then it's good that I went to tier today.
It's unobtainium.
No iderium.
Portek, you think it's moon silver.
Moon silver.
Yeah, it's an extremely esoteric metal. It never breaks, strikes true, can cut through virtually any obstacle it comes across.
Okay, I relay this to the people.
Damn.
You're just making it up.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But then again, a lot of things were pulled out of people's asses in the last half hour or so.
Oh god. It's the sacred longsword of... What was that longsword that elf tried to sell me in the other campaign?
Oh,
The
God.
bone sword of Faloth.
Yeah, the bow. It's a bow, right?
Yeah, it's a bone. Bone sword.
It's been a sword. It was a bow in this campaign. I sold it to Tin.
I remember you selling it to one of my my characters once as well in the previous game.
Yeah. Wielded by the mighty Faloth himself.
And I think every campaign someone falls for it. It's kind of remarkable.
And this is why all else must die, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, someone should realize that it's just a bit too Falothy.
Oh, you.
You did not. You did
You.
not. Okay. No, you didn't.
So
Do
are
you
you
have,
saying it's shaped like a dildo? What's?
I'm seeing a bunch of healing spells coming out here from TNI. Yes. Okay. Oh, you've got them there in chat. Nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Portek. So
64,
Portek goes
yay!
up to the Portek goes up to 64. Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Okay. So right. Yes, indeed. Tin is making his way around the group and dispensing the healing magics of the cosmos as he goes.
The music is very epic and combat-y. Is it intentional, or is that am I on the wrong music?
You
right
might
now?
want to refresh.
I'm on
Okay.
atmosphere.
This is very exciting music.
It's very exciting healing. I mean,
I mean, wow.
the most thrilling cure spell you've been on the
Listen.
receiving end of.
My,
Like
Has to be said.
there's like
this
a
healing
choir
spell's
and
gonna change
everything.
your life.
Ooh.
There we go. That's better. That's a lot more in theme. It was like, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay. Are you still rolling?
Yeah, I'm
Tim?
still going. I
You're
gotta
still going.
maneuver these spells. I gotta roll with my spell slots.
He's gonna use all the spells he has for the day, just to heal us.
It's starting to feel that
Normally,
way.
I would be like, yeah, fine, you're all fully healed, but you're probably not all going to be fully healed. So
No.
I have some spells left too, so I will compliment as well.
I really like your boots.
And we can identify at the end of the day before I go to sleep.
Has anyone ever told you that your eyes shine like the moonlight?
your teeth are like stars; they come out at night. Your eyes are like pools, swimming pools. Your ears are like flowers, cauliflowers.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm waiting for fucking dwarf to finish.
Just keep
his bloody
going. I
rolling.
got this.
Your lips are like twin pillows of love.
So
So you're ready? You're ready to press on, are you?
You just press on. I'm still doing this.
Okay. All right.
how much will we have? I ask our reptilian guide.
Reptilian?
A rat.
What the hell? Do I gotta show you the
he
picture
said
again?
Ratillion.
A
Ratillion.
ratillion.
Yeah.
It's like
Reptilian.
it's like a quintillion.
That's the
but then with
scientific name
rats.
for it, I believe.
But made of rats.
Yes.
What?
And,
Come on, short stuff. Spill it out.
are we going to make it before the end of the day, or are we actually having a night's rest?
To Datsurachi's?
Yes.
No, we're gonna make it through the brambles by nightfall, and we'll hit the silent forest just as the moons rise. Datsurachi's will be the next day.
Good. So we get a night's rest and replenishing our spells because we'll need to.
Oh yeah, your spells and your rest. I know for sure. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
Sanak knows just the place to take you. Nice and quiet, nice and safe.
I like that he speaks about himself in the third person sometimes.
Sanak likes that too. And so, with Tin continuing his as yet unrevealed Schrodinger's healing, you follow with Sanak at your head, making your way down again. Ahead, the mountains. You know what? Let's bring the map back up so we can see what we're talking about. There we go. So, as you can see there, the mountains have a large bowl-shaped valley in their middle, spreading before you as far as the eye can see. A dark blot of green fills the center of the valley, the legendary silent forest of the Dragon's Crown. It's only a few miles away now, across a series of razor-backed ridges, And as Sarnak has said, these badlands seem nearly impassable, scoured into sharp and twisted shapes by the wind. Tunnel-like gulches and ravines that separate them are choked by thick, dark brambles with long thorns. You have ticks at full, I see. Good. You have no real understanding of how on earth you get through this, but with a jaunty spring in his stride, Sarnak leads you down toward the brambles. And then you can see along the edges of them, actually, there's like a tunnel, like a hole in the midst. The hole's only about that high. He has to kind of bow his head and hunch his shoulders. Bingle Bangle, Portek, likewise, you can walk freely through the little kind of burrow that runs its way through this massive choke of brambles in the ravine. The rest of you are going to have to bend double, and Ra will have to crawl.
Okay, I finally finished with all my spells. They're all full. I'm done.
I see.
No more math today.
Nice. Good. Yeah. So
Do you have any
can't be
spells
arsed,
left?
Yeah, I have
so we're
spells
just
left, but it was
casting heal spells on people because you
I
can't be
just-
bothered with the maths. Yeah,
I just scraped my knee on the floor crawling. I need another heal spell.
Oh my god.
Well,
here's a tissue. Wipe yourself up. Yeah, filthy
And
ass.
This is
that'll get enough.
This is exactly what happens, Ra. With Sarnak leading the way, you can't see a thing on your hands and knees, aware of branches and thorns pricking at you from either side, your knees barked underneath your chitin. Bingle Bangle, Portek, even though you're walking, heads and shoulders fully erect, the thorns still scratch at your hair, scratch at your shoulders and your cheeks, and the rest of you, it's awful. Pushing along, shoulders, thighs, hips torn and ground. Up ahead of you, Sarnak.
You said this is
It's,
forest, correct?
So at the moment, if you look at the main map you're on here, you'll see. What I'm going to do is I'll just go right there. So you're actually kind of in this area here, just coming into this area here, which on the map is shown as kind of rocky badlands, but actually the canyons and gullies of the rocky badlands are full of thorns. So it's like a massive thorn bush that's spread to wild abandon, growing for miles and miles in all directions.
Is it possible for me to be right behind the leader so that I take the brunt of the thorns and stuff and kind of clear a path for the people behind me?
Of course it is, yes. Okay, so you basically find yourself following the slightly pungent aroma that comes off Sarnak's coat, the wafting stink of his herbal cigar, and the jaunty muttering under his breath, and the patter of his ratty feet as he leads you this way and that way, and down an incline, and up, briefly exposed to the sun, and then back down in amongst the thorns. Within an hour or two, you are completely lost. You're not even sure whether you can find your way back the way you came. And Sarnak, a few yards ahead of you, bounds nimbly boop, boop, up the thorns. Quite how he's managing it, you can't imagine climbing these damn things without cutting yourselves. But like a mountain goat, up the side of the thorns until he's perched atop them, staring in the direction of Dasarachi's, his long coat billowing slightly around him. He turns and looks down toward you. Well, here we are. Time for us to keep our ends of the bargains, eh? Like I said. So, deal was, I take you through the thorny gulches and the passes to find you to Dasarachi's. Right? And in return for that, you were going to look after me. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I kind of think it didn't do a great job of that. There was the Kreen horde, and then we walked straight into that Braxat ambush.
You're alive now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't think you did a good job
Yeah,
leading
yeah,
us.
but
I'm covered in thorns.
I just kind of lost my faith in the whole thing. So what I think I need is something maybe just to sweeten the deal a little bit more, yeah? And then I'll lead you out of here, just as agreed, and then everything's even. So why don't we say, that nice shiny new sword looks good, and I kind of like the look of your crossbow there as well, Bingle Bangle.
Or we
Kinda
could
gotta-
just leave you here. So,
I gotta
you know.
try and whip him down.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say, I was like,
Matthias, can I get an initiative roll from you, please?
I was gonna say, with the sweeten the deal is I don't rip you in half.
Yeah. Okay. He sees the whip come out, and there is a sudden flurry of coat and tail, and Sarnak has vanished from sight. Your whip cracks empty air.
Hey,
Good riddance.
we were not really.
That was a bit rash, but
Yes. Sana, please come out.
Tin, how about we go underground? Is that possible?
Yeah, I could burrow us underground easily. It's not a problem. I mean, there's a difference between burrowing and kind of moving through the ground like I normally would, but it's not.
He was looking in that direction. So let's head in that direction.
Could do that.
makes
Could
sense.
take to the sky and see if I could find a better path. There's plenty of options.
Did I sense at all where he went off to? Like, could I feel the rumbling of the ground where he scattered off to, or was it like he just vanished?
You don't have observation, Ra, but you can make me a wisdom roll. I know it's not very high chance, but make it anyway.
How do I roll that?
So there's at the top of the stat
Oh,
page.
yes,
there's
yes,
a little
yes.
little silver thing for clicking wisdom.
Thank you.
Well, hey, that's a success.
I did it.
That is
hey.
wow.
I'm
Check
so
it out.
wise.
I'm impressed. Okay, so yeah, you do actually hear where he went, and in fact, you think he's probably not that far away. You heard a bounce, a scuttle, and then what sounded like a rustle of someone settling themselves down deep within the brambles. You kind of have the
Okay.
feeling he's probably not too far away, and yeah, probably still within earshot actually.
Can I potentially head over there? As
So
if,
as soon as,
but as like,
as soon as you, sorry, Karen, go on, Karen.
no, I was just gonna say, but as if like I'm just kind of like, maybe I go to like, trying to make it look like I'm not heading directly towards him, like I'm kind of off to the side, and I go to like maybe look like I'm about to sit down. But if he doesn't move further, that's the thing, is if he moves further.
Yeah. So the main problem that you discover is that he is, being a small wriggly rat type fellow, has wormed his way deep within the brambles, and as soon as you kind of turn in that direction, you find yourself, although you don't see it, pressing up against the wall of thorns through which he's hidden himself. If you imagine this mass of brambles spreading for miles in all directions and a warren of tunnels winding their way
Yeah.
through them, he's led you through this warren to some sort of small clearing. And
What's
then
his
fucked
name
off.
again?
Sarnak.
Sarnak? Can we talk? I know you're in there. I'm sure we can make the deal better.
Yeah, well, you might want to tell that to your little whippy poison friend.
I know.
We were just in the
Um,
middle of negotiations, you know?
I know.
Yeah, it's not very nice what you did, wasn't it? Leading us here and then starting negotiations.
It kind of is going back
Well,
on
I'm
the deal
just,
that we had.
Yeah, well, tell that to your dwarf friend. He's the one who was changing conditions on me.
And pray we don't alter it further. Sorry. No.
Let's just leave him. If he dies, he dies. We've got our own
He's
way.
not going to die. He lives here. This is his habitat. He lives here.
Then let's leave him.
Oh,
Let's
that's
leave
right.
him.
Just leave me. Good luck to you.
How
It's not-
about how out of character? I forget
Yes.
where we got the brand of Nicholas from.
You got it from the dungeon beneath the ruined fortress that the elves of the Juradai used to live in.
Okay, so
back by Tyr.
I could potentially. I'm gonna. What if I gave you this after we finish? And I show him the brand of Nicholas.
Right, we can make our own way.
Oh. Yeah. Deal? Because for real? You give me the big sword and then I show you out of here?
Absolutely not.
Hey, no one's talking to you, fancy pants. Talking to the lady.
I look back at Matthias.
I have this wand. Would you like that?
As well as a sword? Yeah. Bring it on. Yeah.
No, instead.
No. Tin, find us a way out of here.
Wands are a little harder to shift on the market than swords. You know what I'm saying? Defiling stuff. But look, I think we have a deal. Me and Ra here, we've reached an accommodation as understanding entrepreneurs. So, you throw the sword here into the brambles this way,
Ra,
no, she said afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it to you now. It's when we finish.
We don't give him anything. How about we send Tin in there just to eat you?
He can try and catch me.
Tin, just find us a way out of here. Just leave the rat. We don't need to make deals with people that want to change the deals.
So, are we doing this in good faith, or am I finding us a way through? Finding a way through is completely rude and disingenuous to our current guide, especially if Ra's speaking to him.
Change the rules on us.
Our current guide is a liar anyway. I don't think it's that rude and disingenuous. You want to shut your mouth before I shut it for you?
Oh, sweet.
Big words from a little guy.
Yeah, you just sit there and smoke your cigar, buddy.
If it comes down to it, I can...
That's all you've done anyway.
I can take to the sky, see if I can find us a path, come back, and then burrow. I can do that. That's not a problem, but they're gonna... If I'm burrowing, they can hear that a mile away. With 5 people in my mouth, I can't phase through the ground.
Well, the thing is we can... If we leave him here, it's not great. And if he comes with us, he can... At the end, he can either just do what he promised in good faith and be known as someone who guided these heroes to saving people, or he can be known as the person who extorted the heroes who were saving people.
Which is what he's doing.
I'll take that one. I choose the second option.
And when we get out of here and he has that choice, he will cut and run and leave us. I've already used my powers to discover that he was lying from the start. So let's just leave him.
I'm still happy with the deal of the sword. Leave the sword here, just chuck it in the brambles, and I'll show you the way out. No problem. But may the moons be my witness.
I'm not gonna chuck it in the bramble. Look, can we shake on it?
If his word meant nothing, a shake means nothing else.
Exactly. No, I mean, no, but yeah.
It's how us half giants do it. We shake. That's how we make a deal. And then I'll hand you the sword.
Lady,
okay,
it's real simple. You give me the sword, I show you the way out.
All right, I just grab him.
No.
I just gotta grab him.
You're gonna try and grab through. Okay, right. Give me an attack roll, please.
What would that just be, like an unarmed?
So that's just gonna. Just go with unarmed. Which, as a gladiator,
you're pretty good at that. Can I also try to tackle him
as he comes out? Yeah. Well, she's going to grab him.
Okay.
So
I'm starting to cast.
Hold on.
Let's see. Watching this all.
I'm class 40.
Wow.
Okay. Right. So you just hurl yourself into the thorns and grab hold of him. Right. You do take 6 points of damage as you tear the flesh up all the way up your arm and just yank Sarnak out by the scruff of his neck. I said 6, didn't I? So I'll take away your 6 hit points, 149.
Does Sarnak take 6 damage as well?
Sarnak does not, no. But I'm going to put his picture up anyway.
And I'm going to grab him like around his torso so that his arms are pinned by his side.
Oh yeah, with a CMB roll of 40, you can position him any damn way you please. He's your little rat doll now. You have him gripped.
Your
Dance,
friend.
rat, dance.
I crush your head. I crush your head again. I crush it.
Okay. And Bingle Bangle, you were tackling him as well.
Yeah, no, just if she didn't manage to pick him up, like if he
Okay.
tried to dart away, but
So
yeah.
okay, so he's hanging by the scruff of his neck from your hand. Okay, all right. So I might have been a little hasty in my negotiations. Why don't we start back at the beginning and reset this relationship, like from new.
Take away all
we
his
should have just
Sounds like a
killed you at the
swell
beginning.
idea.
Take away
How
his
does that seem?
things, and when he finishes everything and does everything he wants, we want him to do, you give him back his things. It's that
Me-
simple.
You're my pet now, and I pet his head with my spare hand, and I just say, it didn't end very well for my other pets, but you might live.
What happened to Ra? She's evil. I go and strip him to nakedness.
Oh wow, you really want to do that?
No, let's
Yeah.
not
Wha-
do that. Come
While
on
they're
now.
doing this, I'm just gonna say very nice.
You put your hands on him and start to take his coat off. There's stuff on your hands now. This kind of weird, grayish, feels slimy. But sure, you can get your hands properly in there and get digging in amongst his the various layers of finery, tattered cloth. He's wearing what appear to be 3 waistcoats, mismatched boots, a loincloth that's under his leggings, that's under a skirt, that's under what appears to be the lower half of another cloak. There's some kind of wriggling parasite, a worm of some kind that keeps going deeper and deeper into his fur every time you peel another layer off. If you want to proceed, go ahead. But I'm going to need a saving throw against poison.
While you're all doing
God.
this, I'm going to remind you. You just said, does he want to be the person who helped the heroes? At what point is any of this heroic?
Tin, I'm at the point now where I'm just going to slit his throat.
Oh no, I'm not
If he's
against
going
that.
back on
I'm
his
not against
word,
any of this, but normally
He
I'm
wants
the
to
one
go
with
back to the beginning.
I'm the
Then,
questionable
okay,
one
so we
most
just kill him
times.
then.
And you guys are usually the heroic ones, and I'm actually kind of proud, but I want to make sure. this
We're
is
in a
what you wanna do.
situation where he's put us and gone back against his word. So I'm in a position now where I'm thinking, I'm just going to slit his throat. We'll be done with it. And with a group of us and the talented group that we've got here, we'll just go to where we need to go.
And he's
We don't need
fluffy,
this
and
guy.
he's
And
fluffy.
he's slowing us down.
He makes me
Yeah.
feel happy when I pet him.
Fluffy is not the word I would use to describe the
I was about to say-
texture of Sarnax's fur.
As she says fluffy, I'm looking at him, looking back to her, looking at him and going,
Scrawny naked.
and all I will say to Ra is, I'm glad you're happy. Sure, continue with what you're doing. I just wanted to make sure you were okay with the road you're heading
just
down.
quickly, please, Matthias. Can I get a saving throw from poison against you, please?
Oh,
Now,
yeah, that's what you
will
said
I
if I was
need to-
continuing, yeah?
Will
Yeah.
I need to make the
Well, I'm
save
not
as well
continuing
because I
then.
am holding him?
No, you're not rifling through his belongings though, like
Okay.
Matthias was.
You're not
I'm
touching
just
the
gonna
naked
pull
rat.
out my dagger and put it to his throat and say,
Uh-huh.
give me a reason why we just don't be done with you now. You know that we can get out of here easy.
Well, I was kind of relying on your good natures to overlook my
Your bad
roguish
natures.
malfeasance. It's a really harsh way of putting it. My
Yeah.
charming roguish nature.
Good nature's over.
And then at the end of it, I'd come away with a little more than I was hoping. Look,
I'm
the fact
still-
is, I could have always
Death.
gotten back here safely. Look at me. I'm an adventurer of the wastes. I was just looking to make a profit off you. Okay? So I'm sorry. All right? So the moons can damn me to the black. I'm sorry. You caught
Okay.
me.
All right,
still
apology
scratching his
accepted.
head.
Ra, drop him. We're good now. That's all we wanted.
You my friend.
I'll
Ra,
get some
drop the
water-
rat man.
I
I'll
make
get
like
some
a
water out and clean my hands.
Yeah.
Be off
I
of you.
scrunch off up my face, upset, and then I put him back on the ground.
He sorts his coat out and his hat and picks up his discarded little cigar.
I keep one of his his garments
Really?
Why would
Yeah.
you keep that? Why would you
and I
keep that?
put it in a wrap it in a thing, and Put it in my
Okay.
backpack.
Okay, it's warm to the touch.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
But I
a bit
need it.
steamy.
I need it if I ever want to find him
If
in
we
the
wanna find him
future.
later.
I need
Oh man.
a piece of cloth of him. So
How about we stick to the original deal, and we just give you some extra coin?
How much extra?
Depends
if
on
you're in
how
a
well you
position
do.
to negotiate, my friend.
And yet here we are.
I
Go ahead.
think
would,
this is more us telling you the terms we're willing to do, and you saying yes or no, and then walking away or walking forward.
I think I have the upper hand.
the pay depends on
I
how
would
well
agree.
you
You get
do
5
on
gold
getting
pieces
us
upon
there.
completion. How about that?
Deal.
Okay, done. Let's move on. Let's get on.
Okay,
Get on with this.
that's right. He turns and shoves against one of the seemingly impenetrable walls of brambles, and you see that it is in fact a large ball of brambleweed that rolls away and drops into a small crevice, revealing the tunnel that leads through the heart of the bramble forest and out into the depths of the Dragon's Crown Mountains. It is indeed evening by the time you emerge from the brambles. The knife-edge ridges and the thorn-filled gulches of the Badlands come to their end, flattening into level ground. A cool breeze wafts your faces, soothing, rich with moisture, bringing with it the scent of heady forest blooms. Only a few hundred yards away, that forest, dark and silent, looms, watching you. The trees and lush verdure of the jungle are noticeably cooler and wetter than the surrounding lands outside Dragon's Crown Mountains. You could only see a few dozen yards through the beautiful undergrowth. The only sounds that come to your ears, however, are the whispering of the wind in the upper branches and the occasional drip of water from the broad leaves. There's no signs of any animal life anywhere. Sarnak dawdles to a halt at the edge of the thorn bushes. 5 gold, eh? Short stuff.
Absolutely.
Do you pay him?
Yes.
He takes the coins. He doesn't count all 5 of them. Well, pleasure doing business with you. If I'm ever over the mountains in the neighborhood of Tyr, I'll make a point to stay the hell away from all of you.
Please do. Goodbye.
For
Little
what
hat.
it's worth, I enjoyed your company.
I am happy to have been a pleasing companion. And no hard feelings, eh? It's just business.
I understood that from the word go.
All right.
I don't like the way you said it's just business. Did I get anything from that? Not like I'm not detecting for liar, and I'm trying to like sense his motive. If I could do that.
His motive is to leave a pleasing impression so that he can leave without you killing him, you think?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was still on the fence about that, but sure.
That's fine.
That's fine. He gives a flourishing bow, removes his hat, revealing that he is in fact completely bald on the top of his little ratty head. Pops it on.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Until next time, here is a tear. Good luck.
You should get checked out for parasites, by the way. Oh no, he's too far away. Okay, never mind.
They're just for dessert, he says over his shoulder before
That's
disappearing
gross.
once more into the thorn bushes and out of sight. Ahead
I
of you,
immediately check to see if
Sorry, yeah.
I still have all my possessions.
you have all of your possessions and a couple of small insects that appear to have crawled out of his fur and underneath the carapace of your armor.
Oh,
Now that's tasty, and I'm gonna eat those.
Crunchy, crunchy.
They're a bit salty from the sweat.
Yeah, well, at least he's good for something.
God damn it, guys.
We managed. Anna's grossed out.
Yay.
Like a bunch of fucking apes sitting around picking at each other's fur.
Once again.
Excellent. Okay. So ahead of you, the forest, dark. It looks like it'll be heavy going in the undergrowth, but you may find that you have one or two members in the party who can help you a little bit in that regard. Constantine, of course, is a druid. The natural world is yours to command. Bingle Bangle, it's not quite the same as the Forest Ridge. It lacks some of the mad growth of your home, and it's completely silent.
On a scale of
birds,
1 to 10,
the
how
rustling
shit and
undergrowth.
rot am I feeling?
So it's cool.
Kite and rot. Sorry.
You're right. So it's actually the air is quite cool. You don't feel anything irritating in your chitin, and there you go, natural 20. The lack of humidity suggests that you will probably have a decent chance of breathing here.
Good.
It's moist,
Let
so
me know
staying here
if I
for too
feel
long will be a
anything
problem.
remotely-
But it's the fact that it's not terribly humid means that it's probably not going to have the same immediate effect upon you as being in the Forest Ridge did.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, so before we go into this forest looks too dead for my liking.
How do
Can we
you
get an
mean?
overview?
Certainly very quiet. I will bring back the map.
No sounds of insects or birds or
None
The trees
whatsoever.
are alive, but nothing else is.
Yes.
Now I don't have the knowledge of nature like Tim does, but that somehow does not sound right to me.
Oh, there's nothing okay about this. In any normal area, you'd hear something, which means there's either one hell of a predator in there, or worse.
or there's someone like you, Tin, who is keeping all insects away.
It's possible. I mean, it's not exactly like I can just reach out and feel others like myself, though.
I maybe have an idea. It will take a little bit of time. We need to find a place to rest this night, don't we?
As I said, it has taken you the entirety of the day to reach this point. So here between the brambles and the forest, there's a little bit of open ground. You could presumably crawl back into the bramble gulch, at least as shelter, or you could find shelter under the eaves of the trees, whichever you prefer.
I think in the brambles and create a little burrow there. It's probably a wise idea.
You want me to burrow under the brambles?
Yeah, that's probably a wise idea.
Okay.
And this is
The brambles will form a natural barrier.
And I'll
and
just
that's
start expanding as like the skin starts to fold up and my mouth seems to gape wider.
and we go underground so we can't be seen by psionicists, and that will make it more difficult for them to affect us with their psionics.
I'll listen to you, and again, like right at the edge of the bramble, I'll just go in there again at a very, not a very steep, but slant down, and then create a like it'll go down, but it'll junt off to the side before I make somewhere for us to rest, meaning that anybody that has to come down there would in fact have to come into would not be able to just throw something down and get us, so we would be off to the side.
Good one.
And I'll dig that out, and then you'll just see this massive maw come back out of another one of my holes, and just kind of nod, and then just sink back in underneath.
Okay.
Okay,
While he's busy with that, I start casting a spell, a divination spell. I'm going to ask the earth whether us walking into that forest will be. Will we do well if we venture into the forest? Will be my question.
Okay, and how does the spell answer?
Fuck no.
So unlike the augury spell, this spell gives a specific piece of advice. For example, if the question is, will we do well if we venture to the 3rd level? And the terrible troll guarding 10,000 GP and the shield +1 lurks near the entrance of the level, the DM estimates, of course, could beat the troll after a hard fight. The divination response might be ready oil and open flame, light your way to wealth.
Got it. Okay, good. Okay, cool. All right.
You're screwed.
You send your senses out into the forest, into the earth, into the world around you, asking for the elements to provide the insight you seek. Insight comes. The forest is silent because all that can make noise is silenced. Beware the predators that nevertheless call it home. Their roots run deep.
How tall are the trees here?
So they range between undergrowth only a foot or two high and immense towering hardwoods that go up 30, 40, 50 feet or more.
Okay, second question. The ridges and ranges around the area, which I would be aware could potentially have rocks, though they're generally pretty solitary. Though, how far are they from the actual forest itself?
Okay, so you can see on that map,
I am looking at the map.
there is... Right, so 1 hex on that map is 2 miles, right? So you guys are quite literally in this hex right here. You've come out of the brambles, but you haven't entered the forest. So you're in that hex there, and every other hex is 2 miles across. So the nearest mountain peaks are 4 to 5 miles away.
Oh, okay. So then
And yes, they could contain rocks. Absolutely. It's exactly the kind of terrain that they would be living in.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's more of a, hey, they're far enough away that if I am in the air, I can get out of there before they get on top of me.
Gotcha. Yes, of course. Yeah.
So once the burrowing is done, I'll actually just walk out. You would not have seen me shift. I'll just walk out.
Okay.
Everyone's quarters are ready.
Tin has prepared a really rather remarkable subterranean little burrow for you all.
You literally have rooms. Quarters.
As he leads you down, you see he's made small chambers for each of you.
That being said, if you'd like, I could also fly over the forest and see if there's anything I can see outright before we call it a night. With looking at the surroundings, if there's anything that would be airborne, it'd be very difficult for it to get to me before I could get away.
Let's discuss Portek. What are your feelings? What did your spell tell you?
That everything that breathes in the forest is quieted because it's quieted by the forest. That's probably why they call it why Sana called it the silent forest. And we have to beware the predators that, regardless of this silence, make their home in this forest, because apparently their roots run deep.
Well,
so that means that their predators might be actually plants or trees. Or
we've encountered plants that do that before, so maybe this place has got something that likes. So if their roots are deep, then that means flying above may be safe. I don't want to throw you in there, Tin, and we can't help you.
But the thing is, the place where we need to go to is in the middle of this forest. That lake is in the middle of this silent forest.
Yeah.
So we need to go downward at some point. Yeah, we can do that. We can fly over it. I have a crazy idea that we could also do is that I summon 2 earth elementals, and I shape a cocoon for us with an air hole or two from stone for us, and envelop us in this, and the 2 earth elementals carry the cocoon through the forest to the lake. We could do that. There's all sorts of ideas that we could do.
For me, I'm not going to dip and dig deep into the underbrush there. I'm going to fly overhead and see if there's anything I can see out of place or
That's what I'm thinking. It's obviously flying over the head, but we can't help you if you get in trouble.
Well, for one, we should make you invisible so that they don't see you fly overhead. And the other thing, what we also should be very careful of. Remember that we saw the cloud ray with the person of the order on it.
Yeah.
She might be flying around.
So invisible, quick look, come back.
Okay, so that's Tin. Turn Tin invisible, and then he's going to do an aerial recce.
Yeah.
Okay. While he's away, just for the fighter types, Tick Tick Ra and Bengal, is there anything that you guys are going to occupy yourselves with in the interim or that evening?
I'm going to set up near the entrance of the burrow and guard it.
Okay.
Tick, can you hunt for food?
There is nothing alive in this forest.
Not in the forest, but in the local area.
He would need to go back through the brambles to do that.
Brambles.
I throw back.
Provision, so.
I throw back a bag of dried beef jerky. Oh, not beef jerky, but jerky meat that I've been.
Zatal jerky.
Zatal jerky that I've been
Well,
collecting.
we take watches then.
Okay. Biggle Baggle, you're getting hungry, actually, to be fair. It's been a while since you've had a
Yeah,
proper
those
meal,
bugs
so-
just didn't cut it.
I take some of the jerky myself and hand the rest to Bingle Bangle and Matthias.
Done. I'll eat it.
Yeah, I'll try not to eat all of it.
And do you succeed?
There's quite a lot of it, I should point out.
Okay, then I'll have some to eat as well, so we all fed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you settle around then, chewing on jerky. It occurs to you in this small, dark, silent space that this is probably it. If not tomorrow, then the day after, you will see Dasarachis. You may have one more night after this one to gather your senses, to gather your forces. But after that, you will come face to face with the order of psionicists known as the Order.
So lame, and I'm going to tell them that to their face.
You've come a long way. It will be indeed a worthy thing to do after such a noble quest. Tin, who's turning you invisible?
Not me, so I'm gonna go with Portek.
Portek, yeah.
Portek. Okay, fine. You place the invisibility spell upon him, calling upon the powers of the cosmos, and Tin fades from sight.
You would probably, you wouldn't see or hear me changing form, but I'm pretty sure as I start
And
flapping my wings, you're gonna know a thing or two.
And also put on him a stone skin.
Okay.
Your skin,
okay, cool.
it is made of stone.
Yes, good. It's a potent stone skin, and your hide becomes somewhat flinty as the spell protects you from physical injuries.
Go on, Dwarf, what was you saying?
Well, I said you wouldn't be able to see a shift or anything, but as I go to take off and I start flapping my wings, you'd probably become very apparent that I'm taking to the sky.
Oh, the rock.
Yeah. I need something with some speed. If anything comes at me, I need to get the hell out.
Nice. Okay. Oh, in case that comes up, what is the flying speed of a rock? Of you?
One.
It's grasping a coconut.
One moment, please. One moment.
Sorry, I have it here.
It's not a matter
flying 48.
That's very good. Okay. Okay, cool.
Twice as fast as I can run.
It is.
No, it's twice as fast as I can walk.
All right, Tin. You take to the air, invisible as a rock, and swoop down over the forest?
Yeah, I'm moving around the forest towards the center, seeing if I can see any movement and hear anything at all.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing at all beneath the trees. Initially, at least. No movement, no sound. You see the road coming in from the north and the west, leading down toward the Black Lake. From your high point, you see the island upon it, the small walled compound and the tower that can only be Dasarachi's.
All right.
And then it slams into you, whoomph, with the force of a hurricane, hammering you from the side. You see nothing. You feel the churning thunder of the air itself. You are engulfed in a whirling, swirling whirlwind that you see very, very rapidly with a continual abrasion is depleting your stone skin. You have only moments of it left. What do you do?
I'm going to get the fuck out of there.
Okay. You turn and hurtle away. Behind you, you hear a roar over your shoulder. Briefly, you can see the air seems to be darkening and thickening. You realize what it is, an elemental, an air elemental, and a really damn big one. It thunders towards you again as you flee. Hit. That is... Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 24, 34 damage from a single monstrous hammer of pile driver like hurricane wind. That leaves you on 45.
Yes.
Initiative, please. And this is to flee.
Let me find my... rolling this for initiative because it's a 0. 5.
Okay. And you use that to
I'm flying as fast as
make
I
a hasty
possibly
getaway.
can.
As far as...
if possible, I am dashing. I am getting the hell out of here.
Okay, you have initiative over the thing, and your fly speed is faster. So you go racing where? Back toward the group or just away?
I'm going to go past the group. I'm trying to get as far away from this thing as I can. Just back towards, like, where are we as a group? Are we where's
so as the group is here, we're there.
Okay. So
you guys came in from the south, so
I would.
So you're flying like over toward the mountains here, this direction.
Yeah, I'm going to fly back down towards the group then, if that's the case. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so you plummet invisibly out of the air, and the ground, the dust around the brambles is all kicked up. The rest of you can hear it from your subterranean cave, the sound of tin landing, and then presumably he comes trotting into the burrow a few moments later.
Yeah, I would just be. I would be coming down towards the burrow, and as I get to the burrow, I would be shifting back and almost sliding down that path to get underground fast.
Okay, and he's kind of bleeding quite heavily from his nose, as if and there's a kind of like it looks like he's been punched in the face by an enormous fist. So yeah.
Closed door, yes. Hello? Anyone?
What happened?
Big earth elemental hit me while I was in the air.
You mean
Earth elemental hit you in the air?
Yeah.
Air elemental.
Oh, sorry. Air elemental hit me while I was
Very
literally. Sorry,
he's
as I was flying through the sky over where our destination is.
It follow you?
I flew as fast as I could. I don't know. I shifted as I was landing to slide down here, so I doubt it did. But
okay,
I'd get ready for anything.
Okay, I do my best to cover up the entrance.
Yeah.
Roll me
a. Do you have observation, Tick Tick?
Yes, I do.
You do. Make me an observation check. Your observation's really shit, but never mind.
Hey, that's not.
You might make.
That's racist.
Okay, but it is though. See, you don't notice anything. Down below in the hole, you prep your armor. You wait for elemental force to come swarming down into the burrow. It doesn't come. And over long, tense minutes, the anxiety bleeds away. It doesn't look like it's chasing you. Tin, in the few moments, and now your memory brings it back, you did see something in the forest. Actually, the terror of the sudden flight from the elemental kind of took it from your mind, but you do recall seeing what looks like a little campfire here.
I would just relay that to the group as I'm patching myself up, letting them know that, giving them the general layout and the small fire I saw off to the side before I was pummeled in and about the face.
And where are we exactly?
We are south.
So on the map that's currently showing on the screen, you're not on that map at all.
No, I know, but are we into the west or the east or the north?
You're to the south. You're to the south of this.
Okay. So we're going to go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just bring the other map back so you can see the context. See, so you're here.
Right.
And that's a zoom in on this little location there in the middle where the lake is.
Seems to me if we find the route of the river where it starts, we can go to the lake.
That's an interesting option, yes. So you can see from the map, the river seems to start somewhere here.
Yeah.
So it could actually be looks about a couple of miles in the forest going by Sarnak's crudely drawn sand map. So if you can make it through the forest that far, yeah, the river might be a good way to cut through.
Let's think about this. If there's air elementals covering the airspace, water elementals are going to be covering that. Earth elementals are going to cover under the ground.
So we're
I
going
don't
to
think
be
there's an easy way in.
Elementally fucked anyway we go. That's
if it was indeed an air elemental, I've got no idea. Tin would know better.
Yeah.
Tin, you're certain it was, and a big one.
Yeah,
where did you get attacked? When did it happen, Tin?
it would be when I was over. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. When I was over the actual water, over that center.
Over the yeah, yes.
That's when you got attacked. Not before that.
Did you see anything in the forests beforehand? Any animals, anything?
No, I saw nothing.
The fire we saw.
Fire.
Yeah, would look like a campsite of someone.
Whereabouts would that be on the map?
So on this large scale map, it's about here.
There, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right there. Just sort of off the southeastern shore of the lake.
So what's going to be our best way in?
This one here, right here.
Oh, okay.
It actually doesn't show up on the Twitch screen for some reason. There is a clearing to the south of that, I promise you. People who are watching.
Oh, Dwarf would need to move it.
Yeah, I can move it. Hold on.
You just jumped it up a little bit.
So
what would it be? There you go. Yeah, so I'll ping it now, and it's that one right there. So that's now visible on the screen. There you go. Ta-da.
So you guys didn't like the idea of the Earth Elementals carrying us in?
It might be risky.
Well, it will keep us safe from the predators. They can't get at us. You would have to go through a stone cocoon in which we're being carried.
If you think this is safest option,
I don't know. I'm just throwing an idea in your direction.
you know more about these things than I do.
I have no idea I have no idea what we're going to be encountering in the forest, except that it has deep roots and it's predatorial.
Well,
but I'm sure that it doesn't like to chew on earth elementals. That's why I was suggesting earth elementals.
if it's an air elemental, more than likely it's that big. Somebody cast it, so we know at least one person's watching the sky.
Well, it might have been one of the defenses that have been put in place for this place. Remember that the earth elementals, which were guarding the plaque that we wanted to discover, They've been guarding it for what, thousands of years?
Do you remember who made Dasarachis?
Exactly. It's probably the same thing, same kind of protection.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
Let's just go home.
Fuck it. Let's go home. I'm down. I'm
No,
down.
we're not psionicists anyway. Why do we even care?
Let us try Vortex plan.
Okay.
I don't have a better one.
Okay.
All right, Porte, what mad shit are you coming up with now?
I'm going to stone shape like a large cocoon with some holes in the small holes for us to get air, and I'm going to shape us as all inside it. And I have 2 summoned earth elementals to carry this cocoon through the forest to our destination.
You're getting inside a large stone hamster ball.
Yes. It's not going to be round. It's going to be like that. But yeah.
Shape of a Lamborghini.
I think this is what is going to keep us safe from the nasty
This is
rooted predators.
so.
Okay.
So this is something that we are going through the ground with, or is this something that we're
No,
going
the
on top of?
elementals are just going to carry it. And they're going to carry it what, to that clearing where he saw the fire, or
Yeah, let's aim for that first.
What is to stop anyone from attacking us? They will just see this thing coming at them.
Yeah, but I have no idea what they're looking at.
Okay.
Because we'll be inside it. They won't see us.
Yeah, they're not idiots.
We could try our best. We just do
I
what
don't
we
know.
do. Look, it's
We can also
we're
just
here
walk
for a
in
purpose.
and just let ourselves
So
be
let's
eaten by the
just-
trees.
I'm in a place of
I'm-
let's
I'm-
fuck
I'm-
all and just do it.
Look, I'm only bringing forth an earth elemental priest solution here. If you have a druidic solution, which I'm happy to look at, being a forest, then I would be happy to consider it. You can speak to plants, can't you? I know
Yeah,
I
I
can
can
speak
speak
to
to
plants,
plants, but I'm trying to think of a way to. Well, we want to get in without a problem, right?
And preferably not to be predatored on by deep-rooted predators.
Well, then I have a question for the DM. For me to create the past plants so that we can just kind of mosey on in. Do I have to have gotten down and touched them, or could it have been one that I saw from the air?
Refresh my mind. Is this the spell, Pass Plant?
This is the spell, the one that's basically.
Okay. What level of spell is it?
It's fifth level. So basically, depending on the types of trees that are there, I could, we can move a certain amount of space.
Oh wow! So you're teleporting from one tree to another.
Yes.
You can get the full 600 yards for sure.
Okay. So how far in is the location that we're going? I would know roughly from my flight.
Oh, it's a couple of miles in. A plus spell will not take you directly there.
No.
No, if you look at the main map again,
Yeah.
if each hex is 2 miles on here. So if you're here, right, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes before you reach that spot. So they're actually 8 miles away.
Okay.
So a pass plant is not going to get you that far. Cool though it is.
Yeah, it's well, we're gonna get a rest here anyway, so we're gonna rest in our little abode. But I will let all of you know, just The only thing I have that could move us around and away from predators would be I can create small little passageways between various trees I've seen. But that would only cut out short distance. We'd still have to go in. We'd still have to do something.
And you can cast 5th or 6th level spells as well.
I can cast 7th level spells.
Okay, you might want to have a look at transport via plans then.
Which level? Oh, that's the one I
6th.
was taught. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Wait, let's see here.
No, the transport via plants is level 6.
Yeah, I see
And you
that.
can pass any distance to a plant of the same species in a single round.
Oh.
And is it just you?
Let me double check. The spell grants the ability to support Father magic. I don't see it. I didn't update this. Let me look it up. Let me go to my website.
That's all right. I will check for you quickly.
I can link it to Discord if you want.
Oh yeah, if you have it, yeah, please link it. That would be actually save me a little bit of time, and I'm down. I'm on board for that. I'm your Huckleberry for the skipping time.
Okay, caster only.
Oh, it's caster only. Okay, so that's a negative. That's a negative.
Sorry.
That's pretty wild, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, what the yeah, definitely.
Okay, so is the plan then that you rest up and go with Portex Stone Hamster Ball, or do you have something else you want to proceed with?
Sadly, I think
when you
that's
put it like that, it makes it sound like a bunch of idiots.
We can't even make it invisible because I could just see that as well. But at least if we make it invisible, not everyone thinks we're stupid when they see us.
Well, I'd keep in mind. I would keep in mind that they were able to see me. Well, I mean, I was creating quite a bit of air, but you know, we could probably. This is, I think, one of the dumbest things I'm probably going to say. Can we cast pass without trace on the shell that we're in?
Oh, you did some sort of teleport, Portek. Could we not do that?
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, I can't bring other people with me. It's not that strong yet.
So let's have some decisions, please.
Let's just hamster ball this thing, and if we get confronted by something, just be ready to fight. I don't see a better way to do it. The spells I could use to move very far, I can't bring you with me. If you wanted, I could burrow under the ground, but there's no guarantee there's not going to be earth elementals under there.
There will be. This group aren't stupid.
Okay. So a quiet night spent in the depths of the earth, then it is.
Yeah, I'm going to
recuperating your injuries.
Some spells. I'm going to before I go to sleep, I'll do the identify on the items that we got. I'll be doing some of the stonework creation for the trip tomorrow already, so that I don't. That's what I'll be doing, and then I'll sleep.
I will drop the cards in for those.
I'm going to be
for the
working on
items.
my usual nightly activities, poison.
Yeah.
But I'd also like to do a herbalism. I've not done one yet since learning it. Can I find some more poisons with herbalism?
It functions as described in the handout that I sent you.
Oh, herbalism.
Yep.
Oh,
so the earth elementals I can summon and I can keep them until the next day in principle, right?
Yes.
So that's what I'll do. So then I will have the spells again, and then they will help us on getting through.
Okay.
Prepare poisons. Successful check means the character makes a single dose that lasts for 24 hours. So is it just things that I know, or?
Yes.
So I can make an extra dose of something, yeah?
Yes.
I shall do that then with a successful roll.
I will, my remaining spells, I will actually put some stone skins on people before I go to sleep.
Okay, how many of those do you have?
I'm having a look as we speak.
Herbalism is only 14. Okay. There's my roll.
Oh, fucking hell.
Did it come up?
Oh, you fuck it. You spill it. It goes all down your shirt.
Ugh, I drink it
And you
instead.
stink of witch grubs and bark.
That is unfortunate.
How many stone skins do you have free, Carl?
Yeah, I'm looking. I have not cast any fourth. So
Can we put the stone skins on our stone bubble?
no.
Damn.
4.
Okay, so who gets them?
Oh no, I have 3 because I cast one on Tin. I'll put a stone skin on Ra. I'll put a stone skin on Tick Tick, and I'll put a stone skin on Bengal Bengal.
Okay, the gladiators.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
Queen.
All right. So, as I say, a quiet night in the embrace of the earth. And when morning comes, you are respelled, rested. And when you emerge from the burrow, they are standing there, twin titans of stone, holding in their hands a long chamber that Portek has fashioned for you, into which you clamber. He's even made little seats and a table.
What's the in-flight movie?
Tin's hole! You seal the
Yay.
stone up.
Bring me my champagne.
And the elementals lift. And at your command, Portek, begin striding through the silent forest. And here your wisdom is proven well-founded. Through the little holes in the side of the sphere of the chamber, Constantine, you see the carnivorous plants. You know the species: blossom killers, dew fronds, yellow musk creepers. Bingle Bangle, likewise, you know them from your home. You believe that you and Tin together could probably have navigated your way through the forest with some care, but Portek's earth elementals render that unnecessary. They are not alive. They do not draw the attention of these predators, these blood-drinking plants. They have no blood to drink. And one thunderous step after another, thunderous step, you stride down and through the silent forest, caring nothing for its defenders.
Nice.
It's not a particularly silent passage as you crash your way through the trees, splitting boles, crunching logs underfoot. And so by the time you arrive at the clearing where Tin saw the fire, they're waiting for you. There's a handful of half a dozen or more men, women, dwarves, Kreen, all ages, dressed in simple robes, ornate finery. They gathered into a small knot as your elementals arrive. A pair of them step forward. The leaders, perhaps a squat dwarf, a tall, balding human. Come forth, the dwarf says. And if you zoom that out a little bit, dwarf, you'll get a better view of the people. Come forth, the dwarf says. We know you're in there. We've heard you coming from miles away. Please do as he says, the balding man says.
We can't. We didn't make a door.
We don't want unpleasantness. He actually laughs. Well, I'm sure your Earth Priest can fashion one for you. Don't you think, Shardevan? Absolutely, Mara. Look, as we stay back. We'll handle this. Come on out.
The door is being made.
Okay.
Just give us a minute.
Sorry.
We're not buffing up, I promise. I obviously don't say that.
Oh my god. Do you emerge?
Yeah. I'll step out.
Okay.
I'm staying in the cocoon for now.
You're staying in the cocoon for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, a small group of various individuals, all of them sport injuries. Some healing, some not healed. All have a desperate, hard-edged look about them. And as your group traipse out of the small cocoon, there's nods and smiles go back and forth. So, the dwarf who you caught, his name Shardevan, you made it. We were wondering if you lot would get this far. Told you, Mara. Yes, very well, Shardevan. I owe you. I haven't forgotten. So, Mara says, you're the ones who've come all this way to stop Pharistes, have you?
I believe so. Pharistes is the bloke who lives in that.
Pharistes is the grand high cerebral master of the order. He is the one who is taking control of the psionitrix.
I'm going to activate my detect lie at this point.
You detect no lie in Mara's words. Shardevan glances toward you as soon as you concentrate. That's an interesting little skill you've got there.
Oh,
That's an interesting little skill you've got there. How'd you manage that? I'm not seeing any mind bending going on at all. I was right to bet on you. Well, it looks like we might have a chance after all.
So, who might you lot be? Sitting outside of the tower here.
Licking your
Outside
wounds.
the tower. Yeah. Well, this is not where we've normally been, as you might understand. Normally we're on the inside. We are, well, I suppose, were members of the order. That's until Pharistes took control of the psionitrix. That's until Pharistes went mad. That's until Pharisees decided that there'll be only one person on Athas with psionics, and it was him.
Was it him regarding Corganard's death as well? Or was that his vote on that?
You know Corganard.
No,
And at this,
Corganard.
people in the group around, their faces light up. And they kind of shuffle forward a little bit.
New Corganard.
New.
Yeah. We know what they did. They thought he was the only threat. Well, they were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we settle ourselves down and have a little bite to eat? And we talk over how we're going to bring down the Order and Dasaraches. What do you say?
Sounds good. What's for dinner? Can I take a bath in there? I point to the lake.
Shardevan actually hands Mara some money. You win. Mara smiles. Shardevan bet that none of you would even ask for a bath.
Which one of you
I
sent
rec-
the air elemental?
Oh, those have been here for centuries. The Wind Mages made them.
Figured.
I see you have a lot to learn about Dasarachis. Thankfully, you're in the right company.